Good evening, Warrior fans, and thanks for joining us tonight here at Paul L. Parker Field for tonight's varsity football matchup. We have North White headed here. It's a new pickup for us on our schedule. I'm the superintendent, Kyle Mealy. Next to me is, as always, the coach, Coach McLaughlin. Coach, North White, a new pickup for us, and 7:30 start because they've got a heck of a trip. So
yeah, that's a long drive.
You had a chance to talk a little bit to Coach before, and I know we're getting ready to do a little pregame here, but I did note one thing, and that is Coach Knuckles said to us, we have to stop the quarterback.
Yeah, they've got a really good quarterback. In fact, he is in the top of the state in touchdowns, I believe, and he's also up in the nation. He's ranked in the top 10 for the amount of touchdowns he's scored. So, yes, obviously that's going to be a key, and Coach Knuckles will cover that here in our pregame in just a few minutes.
Well, folks, we are getting ready to have that pregame, and then we'll bring it right to action as the band's getting ready to start on the field. But I want to mention a couple of our sponsors. Our whole live stream is brought to you by some generous sponsors. You'll see them in your screen, but if you throughout the night, we'll talk about them. But those sponsors are Dowling Dumpster Rentals, Star Financial Bank, the Van Mater Reed Realty Team. So they are our Wes-Del Sports Network sponsors, and I want to just put in a quick plug. If you or someone you know would like to be a sponsor of the Wes-Del Sports Network, give them my email, kmealy@wes-del.org. Get in touch with me, and we'll get you there. Also, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. We're getting more subscribers each week. If you like what you hear, keep the sound on. If you don't, turn it down and let Mr. Producer show you all the action on the Wes-Del Sports Network. But today, it's all about North White coming to town, taking on the Warriors, and Coach was able to sit down in Week 5 with Coach Knuckles to talk a little bit about this, and we're going to get you there for that pregame right now.
Welcome to the Wes-Del Sports Network pregame show. I'm here with head coach Matt Knuckles. We're going to be discussing a little bit about tonight's opponent, North White, in just a second. But before we do that, let's recap last week and a great win. We go travel to Southern Wells, Coach Knuck, and play the Raiders on their field, their homecoming. And what a game, literally came down to the last snap. So we're going to see some clips later in the show, but talk just a little bit in general about your feelings and the coaching staff feelings coming out of that game.
Yeah, it was a really good game. We were really excited about just how hard our kids played. Some little things we still got to continue to work on, but that was a really senior-heavy team. And then every time you go to Southern Wells, it's a tough game, but our guys fought. We had some really good things offensively. It was a little bit of a slow game offensively. We only ran actually 28 plays compared to, I think we're averaging around 50. So it looked a little different there, but defensively it was a big game. Gave up a score there early on off of a few mistakes from our offense, and then held them scoreless. And then big goal line stand at the end was a good way to finish it.
And limiting turnovers is something we always talk about as coaches, and like you said, you gave up that one early, and where that could have gone differently. What you and I have talked about off camera a few times is that you don't know how to win close games until you win a few close games. And we were in a close game the week before and just came up just short, played well, but came up short. And to see us pull this one off at the end of the game was nice and probably very rewarding for the guys and for your coaching staff.
Yeah, I think it just goes to that improvement that we've been talking about and we've been showing every week. From week 1 to week 4, it's a totally different look. And even week 3 to week 4, like you said, just being able to be in that tough game and that close game at the end and being able to pull it out. You get a couple of those in, and these guys start believing that they can be in those every game.
And a few of the things that we'll talk about injury-wise, we didn't have any injuries as far as cramping goes. We made it through the game without any major issues, unless I didn't see them on the sideline. I think we were pretty good as far as that goes, right?
Yeah. There's 1 or 2 plays where we had guys come out just precautionary. They were feeling some stuff, but overall we didn't have anybody come out for cramps, which was first time this season. We're hoping that continues to go that way, because I know we talked last week. It is a different feel, and it's a different game out there when you have all of your starters compared to 2 or 3 of your young guys.
And speaking of starters, we lost Brock Nauman at the end of that game, injury to his foot. Why don't you update us on how Brock's feeling?
Yeah, he had a minor sprain to his MCL and his ankle. He's been working with our trainer, Tony Cox, pretty much all week and all weekend. And if you know anything about Brock, he's going to do everything he can to make sure that he gets that done right. So we've kept him out of most of our contact drills this week. and he should be good to go tonight.
Okay, that's great news. So then on to tonight's matchup with North White. We know that they have an explosive player, and we know that they are off to a good start. Why don't you tell us a little bit what to expect tonight from the North White team that we're going to see?
Yeah, North White's one of the better teams we have on our schedule. They're coming in 4-0, and they have, like you said, a really dynamic player. Their quarterback's one of the leading rushers in the state and one of the leading rushers in the nation.
Yeah.
So we've made some adjustments defensively, and we're going to try to keep him in a box, bringing another linebacker up, helping out on the edge. A lot of his runs, at least in the last 3 weeks, have been out to the edge. So trying to just contain him in a box and not let him get down the sideline, and then see what we can do offensively.
And then offensively, we're hoping to continue moving the ball, keep those guys involved as much as we did last week. Like you mentioned, we were a little bit harder to defend when you have all these different weapons, and I know that as a coach, that's what you want. You want offensively to be able to spread the ball around a little bit, keep them off balance with the offense you're trying to run.
Yeah, we had Blake Whitehead come back out.
Right.
Came out this Friday. He was able to play, and just another athlete out there to be able to help out. We've got some other young guys that have been stepping up, so getting it to where instead of 1 or 2 guys are carrying the ball, we got 4 or 5 guys. And then hitting some stuff in the pass game always opens up that run game. So I thought we put together a pretty good offensive night last Friday, and hope to improve on that this week.
Before we go to a few clips here, I just want to give you an opportunity to talk about a couple of nice things that we have going on. We've been able to showcase a little bit of those on the Wes-Del Sports Network, and that's your youth program, which I'm so proud of, watching you do that and getting involved with our youth, because you and I both know that's where it starts. And our middle school, we're able to show our middle school games. We'll show one. We showed one last night, so we're able to show some middle school games on home games on our Wes-Del Sports Network. Why don't you talk just a little bit about how that's going? I know you're so excited about your youth program.
Yeah, it's been great, and we've been trying to get our varsity and our JV guys involved with that as much as possible. Getting them down there at the elementary, just seeing those kids all the time. It's a big deal, and like you said, if we want this to be sustainable and continue to improve, we got to get with those young kids. So I think at this point we're just over 130 kids in the program, pre-K to 12, just with football, which has been fantastic. Flag night this Wednesday, we had about 36 football players and I think around 40 cheerleaders.
That's awesome.
So things are going really well. Middle school's rocking it. They had a really tough game last week at home against a pretty good Centerville team. But they're looking really tough. And then our JV just this last week against Southern Wells, picked up a 33-6 win, had a little over 300 rushing yards, and kind of showed, what that can look like here in the future.
So big things to come, and we're excited about the future. So we're going to take a look at a few clips here against Southern Wells last weekend. Okay, Coach, the first clip we're going to see here is against Southern Wells. This is an offensive clip. Talk us through this.
So this is about halfway through the game. We've been marching a little bit. We got a 1-score lead. We go to one of our empty formations and hit a counter here. And I know we talked earlier in the broadcast about just having guys healthy. This is the first game where we had Trey Adams be able to play a full game for us and not go down with cramps. This just kind of shows how important that is. He's a pretty special player. Here we get a rocket counter. You can see how that defense flows with that rocket motion, which we were hitting pretty early on in the game. And then our O-line pulled, does a great job out on the edge. Receiver blocks well, and then Trey finishes it off in the end zone.
Yeah, and watching that one live, it was fun to see, like, everything, like you said, go in one direction. And from our vantage point, it looked like Trey might get caught there, but he turned on the afterburners there a little bit and saw the end zone and finished it off.
Yeah, that counter play is one of our favorites. It's something you can't run a ton because you need it to be, when you need to run it, you need the pop.
Right.
But yeah, Trey's got some pretty special breakaway speed when he gets out there on the edge, so he's a good dude to run it with.
Okay, so here we are on defense this time.
Yeah, this was a huge play for us defensively. I know we talked about how we gave up that score early on. We honestly think a lot more of that is on our offense and defense. We gave them the ball inside the 20. But here they've been driving. We got a 2-score lead, and they're down inside the 30. We get a great pass rush here by our D-line. Luke Powers really forces a really tough throw. And then Grayson Mealy comes up with his first interception of the season. And this was a huge turning point for us just to help seal a little bit of their momentum and get us back with the ball.
And he was a tackle away from taking that, because as big as he is, he does have better speed than people would probably realize. He was a tackle away from probably taking that one to the house.
Yeah, as big as he is, he's hands down one of our fastest kids and one of the fastest dudes on the football field each Friday.
Back to offense here.
Yeah, we're, like we said, with Trey Adams, just being able to have him back this week has been huge. We wanted to do some more play action work just off of how much we ran, in Greenwood Christian. So we added a few little play action passes that we haven't shown yet this week or this season. Here we're running a jackal motion with our wing to get a little bit of a fake jet look, and then you can see Trey leak out here on the edge. We saw those corners were really closing hard on our edge run game. And then this is just another example of when Trey has the ball, he can do some special stuff. He broke 3 or 4 tackles here. Turned out to be about a 30-yard catch. Great throw by our quarterback and a good pocket by our O-line.
Yeah, you want to get guys like that in space. I know that's a big goal for you, and especially Trey, to get him in open space and let him make the plays. And then here it is, Coach, the final play of the game, 4th and 2, and this basically is it. This is game. We're going to win, or they're going to find a way to punch it in. So this was the goal line stand here.
Yeah, this was a big deal, obviously for Friday, but I think just for the program as a whole, and showing our growth and our ability to make these type of plays. Southern Wells, they have a huge O-line. They're bigger than us pretty much across the board there. Very senior heavy. They've been hitting this double dive play pretty much all season. So they got inside the 10. They ran this double dive, I think, 2 or 3 times before this, and this was his 4th and 2. We're expecting it. We got a great push on the play before by Dallas Godby to get a TFL. And on this play, it's just Grayson Mealy kind of being who he is. Blows up a huge block here and gets across there with that tailback to get a stuff and seal us the game.
And it was tough to tell from where we were if it was going to be a first down or not, but boy, that was exciting. And so what we did notice is Mr. Denny jumping around on the sideline to kind of tell us that it was going to be short, because we couldn't really tell from our vantage point, but boy, we were excited up in the booth, and it was a great stand. Like you said, team effort there. You kind of knew what was coming, but you still have to make a play.
Absolutely.
So there you go, folks. That was a recap of last week, and we are very excited about tonight's opportunity. So, Coach, good luck tonight against North White. Let's hope we have some more of these nice clips to come back and look at next week. And congratulations on the win, and let's see if we can do it again tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And there you have it, Coach. A wonderful sit-down again with Coach Knuckles. What a big win last week, coming off of it really was a emotional loss with Greenwood Christian here about 2 weeks ago, and then a big win, a goal line stop there, as you saw on the tape, and just really we were both there. It was exciting. We were on the edge of our seat the whole way, and it was really good for our boys to get that win.
Yeah, and as Coach Knuckle there was saying, it was just nice to find a way to win a game like that, because you don't actually know how to win games like that until you've gone through it a few times.
Yeah.
We dropped one the week before and then found a way to win last week. So let's hope that carries over into tonight's game.
And we're right there. We're 8 seconds from the clock getting started. So it looks like North White won the toss.
Correct.
And they will be kicking and Wes-Del will be receiving. So North White will get it in the second half. But before we get kicked off here, I want to give a shout-out to Mr. Producer, Andrew Romine behind us. He has done a fantastic job once again. As you're watching the game, you'll see there you've got the Star Financial scoreboard down at the bottom of your screen. Also scrolling over by the right next to the Wes-Del Sports Network logo are all of our corporate sponsors for our athletic department being represented there. Getting ready to kick things off here at the beautiful Paul L. Parker Field. It is elementary cheer night.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids here tonight. That'll be fun for them to get out. And there's going to be youth football at halftime, I believe, and so there'll be all kinds of good stuff going on.
A lot of good things going on, and right now the best thing going on is kickoff. We're underway week 5. North White kicks it, and it'll go back, and it is picked up by Trey Adams. Trey looking for a little bit of room and gets across the 30, maybe to the 32, Coach.
Yeah, it looks like we'll start about the 32-yard line. I got a little bit of insight from our head trainer, Tony Cox. He wanted me to say the Henry County sports medicine update was that Brock Nauman will be ready to go, and I did talk to Coach Hansen. They're going to try to limit him a few snaps early in the game and then see where he's at. You did a good job of seeing Tony and getting himself prepared. So he's out there for the first play.
And here we have the first play. Blevins, Adams is in motion. It's a handoff, and that is to Brock, and he is stopped by number 44. That's Chance McCutcheon of North White. Maybe a pickup of maybe 1.
Yeah, it looks like maybe 1 yard there, and they're going to mark it. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 9. They're big up front. We've said that for weeks now, that the teams that we're playing are big up front.
Everybody's big.
This team is no exception. They're big up front.
A lot of seniors. In fact, most of their seniors do play in their 11-man rotation on both sides of the ball. Here's 2nd and 9 for the Warriors. Adams in motion again. It's a sweep play. Adams has some blockers and some room. Grayson Mealy with a block and gets him across the 40, or right at the 40-yard line. So a pickup of probably about 6 there.
Yeah, nice play. Got a little sweep play going out. Same formation as the first play. So you got to honor both of those guys. You got to honor the run right up the middle, and this time they gave it to Trey for the end around, and he's able to pick up. It's going to leave it third and 2.
Third and 2. They've got 2nd down on the. Now they're going to swap it over. I think it should be 3rd down.
Still didn't.
Nah, they haven't quite got it just yet. Warriors give it to Brock, and he is stopped.
Just a little short. Now this is going to be an interesting decision. He picks up 1, so it's going to leave it 4th down and
about 1 yard, long one.
1 yard, and the marker's not working on our side, so that's going to throw things off. And yeah, it's 4th down.
Here comes Abdullah off, and I think we're going to go for it. Blake Whitehead coming in.
4th and 2, but it's not quite. It's more 4th and 1.
Well, they're going to have to work on that marker to get the downs working.
No big play early in the game here. Triton going to keep it
Triton's
right up
going
the
to get
gut.
it, and he is close. They got it. I think the spot is a 1st down for the Warriors. So Triton Blevins there, Coach.
Yeah, right up the gut, and even though they were a little bigger than us, he found a seam, ran behind whatever they felt like was the best matchup, and able to pick up that 1st down, and it was a no-doubter. They got it by a good half a yard, so that's going to lead us to a new set of downs here.
And here we go on the 1st and 10. That went off to Brock. Brock again. He pounds forward for about 4 yards.
That's a little better pickup. That'll leave 2nd down a lot more manageable. So now it's 2nd and 6.
Well, Coach, it's beautiful here at kickoff, 72 degrees.
Love this.
I just looked it up. Nice shadow coming off of the home crowd, allowing, if you're sitting low on the North White section, a little bit of block on the sun there. If you're sitting up top, you can see them across your screen. They're fighting that sun.
A little bit of later start helps that crowd over there, that's for sure.
2nd and about 6. Ball's on the 47. Adams in motion. It's another pitch to the sweep. Gets behind Grayson Mealy. Got some blockers. Got another block.
He's got it.
Adams is gone. He's at the 20, the 10. He's in, baby. Trey Adams, 6.
Nice play. We've seen that before. It's a play we scored on last week. We saw that in the pregame. Coach Knuckles talked us through that play, and that is exactly what we needed to start this game, give us some confidence, and what a great end around there. That jet sweep kept going, and Trey Adams with the score.
A fantastic run. That was 2 really good sweeps, and a lot of that attributed to the line doing their job. And let's see if Corbin, who last week was 2 for 2 on extra points, and let's see what he can do here.
And they came out. They were big, too.
Yes, they were big. We needed them. I also like that they've got Trey in charge of counting as he counted there. Make sure we had the right number of guys. Snaps away. Kick is up.
Blocked.
It is blocked.
We didn't get – they got right through there. We got to do a better job of blocking that front line. But anyway, nevertheless, what a great start.
8:56 left in the first quarter. It is 6-0. We're going to stay with you. A nice possession by the Warriors, and now we'll go to switching the ball over. And as we get that chance, we've got a chance to talk about North White. And here is something to note coming into this one is the quarterback we've talked about, which is I think it's Quasbarth is how they say his last name. If I'm saying that wrong, and anyone's watching from North White, I apologize. Coach, he's a senior, and this year in 4 games played, he's carried the ball 77 times for 945 yards. He's averaging 12.3 a carry and 236 yards a game. That's a lot to take care of.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah,
yes.
He's almost to 1,000 yards, and we're not even to – this is, game 5. So obviously we know where we need to go, where we're going to key here. I talked to Coach Richards before the game. He's got a few wrinkles that they have not seen yet. So I think that defensively they were practicing. We could tell at the other end against what we usually do, and then we've put a couple different things in that hopefully we can find a way to slow them down, because so far nobody else has been able to.
Yeah, and they are coming into this one, folks. They are 4-0, and they are 2-0 in the Midwest Conference. They are out of Monon, Indiana, is their location, as it says. They are the Vikings. And back to return is number 9, Eli Quaysbarth, which is the quarterback we talked about. And I can't see the number crossed. I think it's 3.
It's 2 or 3.
2 or 3. It might be 2. That's Sol Cyberchrist. And they are trying to kick away from Quaysbarth.
Number 2.
That's Cyberchrist, and not a bad. Oh, he
slips
slips right about the 31-yard line.
So they're going to start about the same place we did.
And they've got some big guys. If you look inside there, you can see 62's a pretty good-sized kid. That's Andrew Sherrick. He is 6'4", and doesn't list their weight, but I can tell you from here he's a big kid.
Yeah, 77, also big. They've got some big linemen, and a couple of those guys. The 77 is only a sophomore, so he's not his growth spurt yet.
And it looks like in the backfield is number 32, C.J. Hunt. But we'll see. Hunt has 354 yards. He does get it on the first one. He's met immediately by number 76 for us, and that is Luke Powers, and he's right on it. So
lost a yard on that, so it's going to push him back a yard, 2nd and 11 here.
One thing you'd have to think here, Coach, is that they're gonna set up some things to with a guy with 900 yards. They're going to try to get you keying in on something and then let him go from there. But
yes,
you know, the answer is I don't know. We'll see what the answer
well, I can
is.
tell you one of the things we're doing different right now is we've played a 5 front the whole year, and right now we're in a 4-4 defense. So
that one off to Hunt again. No, that one stays with Quaysbarth. Tough to get down. He's around the end, and he is fast. He is really fast. Finally taken down. A great tackle by, I believe it's Triton Blevins.
That's Triton, yeah. And you don't want those guys making those tackles after a pickup of about 15 or 16 yards.
Yeah.
But you can see why he's averaging 12 yards a carry right there.
He's a big kid, but he can move.
He's very athletic.
And he comes in at 6 foot, but weight-wise, he's probably pushing, I'd say he's probably pushing 210 at least.
Yeah, yep.
He's a good, solid kid, good athlete, and he can move. Here they are on 1st and 10. Ball on the 48. It looks like he's going to pass here. The pass is away, and it is caught. That is a first down. That was caught by number 1, Liam Cyberchrist.
Yeah, you're not going to see a ton of passing from them, but if you're keying on, you're going to put 8 guys up like we did. Some of that's going to be open. You got to pick your poison defensively.
And right now he is he's capable. He's 22 of 44 for 169 yards passing. You add that on there, and he's probably up about 180 now. But he doesn't typically do that. If you look at 4 games, he's only attempted 44 passes, and as compared to carrying the ball 77 times. And here they are on 1st and 10, ball on the 36 of Wes-Del.
It was given to number 1.
And that is the 1, and a nice tackle there.
Almost.
And that was number 12. That's Cam Vonderschmidt who tripped him up.
Tripped him up and held him to what would have been a lot bigger pickup. So he only picks up 1 on that, and then it's going to be 2nd and 9.
And that was Liam Cyberchrist again. I don't really have any problem with our defense right now. This is a potent offense. I mean, they can move the ball. So, you know, this might be one where you've got to get a stop here and there, but you know you're going to give up some points, I think, tonight.
Yeah, I think they're going to score. Our offense is going to have to score tonight, and he's keeping
here
it this time.
He's out to the outside. Alec Thornburg got it. They got a block, and then finally, did the ball? No, the ball did not come out.
Taken down there initially by Blake Whitehead, but not after he picks up the first down.
Coach, they have 21 rushing touchdowns. I bet you know who has 16 of them.
Yes, I do, because he's ranked that high after 4 games in the nation, not in the state. He is number 1, I believe, in the state, if not 1 or 2, but I think he's in the top 10 in the nation, and at least on max preps. Now, I know everyone doesn't use max preps, but those that do, that's nationwide.
Here it is again. It's the Hunt, and he stopped immediately by several Warriors. That is Dallas Godby. Luke Powers, and
there's a bunch of guys in there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Powers,
that was Dallas Godby. Yep.
Yeah, Dallas was in there. That play hasn't worked, so it stays right there, no gain.
2nd and 10, ball on the 25 of Wes-Del. They're almost knocking on the red zone door. I would imagine when he's picking up 12 yards a game or per carry, this is who you're going to see it going to. Number 9, the quarterback. I'm going to call a run play for him here. And there he goes to the outside. He cuts inside. Nice job staying there. Everybody holding on. Grayson Mealy and everyone else. Luke Powers and everyone's got him before they blow it dead, and they've got him down finally.
He's able to pick up, not as much as last time at least. He picks up probably 6, so let's see. We'll see where they mark it, actually. Why not? About 5.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on the 21, so that's exactly right, Coach. It's going to be 3rd and 6. So they're definitely in 2-down territory here. They're not going to kick this. And, again, with Quasbarth, he can
they keep pulling those guards, and they're coming out of the opposite side, and he's just running behind those big guys. Very effective. Here it comes
Same
again.
thing
Just
here.
the other side.
Got to get to the outside and try to get him stopped.
You can't go for the ball, folks.
No.
You got to make the.
It's going to be a first
hit.
down.
That's Blake Whitehead with the tackle again.
So it's just a steady diet. Those of you Warrior fans at home of number 9, the quarterback, it's either going to be a handoff every so often to C.J. Hunt and maybe Liam Cyberchrist, but it's going to be Quasbarth carrying it most of the time. And I'd say after this, he's going to be pushing probably these first 2 possessions, pushing over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he's close already.
Yeah. So here we go, and again.
Out of the shotgun every time.
And it'll be a fake handoff, and he'll run behind those big guys. And there it is. He's right up the middle. That time he's met by several. Finally tackled down by number 54. And I'm trying to see who came up from there. That's Brock Nauman and Grayson Mealy together there. That's your inside linebackers.
Yeah, I think his best bet's to go outside. Our best position players in that line secondary are Grayson and Brock, and they are made a nice hit on that one. So he only picks up 2 on that one.
2nd, and I'd say it's a long set. I'm going to say 2nd and 8. 4:30 to go in the first quarter. Ball is on the 11-yard line. And it is 2nd down here. And that's to Hunt. Hunt's got it, and he is tackled immediately. Let's see who comes up there. That's 12, Cam Vonderschmidt, who got in there.
Cam's getting a lot of time these days, and that's making the most of it.
It's good for the freshman to be in there. Here comes Alec Thornburg. He's going to give Zach Reno a spell. 3rd
and we'll say 6.
Yeah, I'm going with you. It says 5 on the board, but I say it's a 6. It's a long 5. So ball's on the 9. 3:58's been a quick one, folks.
It's going to be a quick game.
It's going to be a quick game because there's going to be a lot of running. A lot of running. So here we go, and I'm going to say quarterback keeper, and he's going to try to score on this one. Cyberchrist in motion. He keeps it. Nauman tried to make the cut back inside. Nice job for the Warriors to stop that, and that was 23 on the back of him. Excuse me, not 23. That's 29. Nauman. And 23. And that was Jonah Whitworth.
It's always so hard to tell where they're here. It looks like he got a better pickup than he did because we only held him to maybe a yard on that. So it's going to be 4th and 4.
Well, they got 4th and 3 on the board, and I'm still with you. I think you're seeing it better tonight. 4th and 4, 3:15 to go, ball on the 7. This is a huge play.
Yeah,
huge play.
See if we can hold them and get the ball right back because we've shown we can move the ball.
And you got a good shot there by our Wes-Del Sports Network crew.
Got a spread offense this time. He jumped.
And we jumped. And that right there is going to be
first down.
The first down they needed. And that's a killer, but a smart play by North White to try to get us to jump on that.
Got a couple guys there. Antsy wanting to make a play, but you got to hold your ground. You got to know that's coming.
And that puts you so close now that it is just those are hard. They take a lot of wind out of your sails because now here you are trying to stop a guy who's averaging 12 yards a carry, and you got to do it 4 times.
They're saying still says 4th down on the marker, but I don't believe that's correct, is it? It must be 4th
down still. So this is still a big one.
Half the distance to the goal.
Still a big one, and he's going to get in.
He's going to march in
for a touchdown. That is a North White touchdown without being touched by number 9, their quarterback, Eli Quasbarth, his 17th rushing touchdown on the year, and he's pushing in on 1,000 yards rushing in just 5 games. So see if they can – let's take a look at their kicking situation. So
yeah, we'll see what they do here, see if they're going to go for it. They may just go for 2, it looks like. I don't see anybody setting up. And it looks like they are going to go for 2, and you can have the ball placed on either side if you want it. And so they're going to put it over here on the far right hash mark.
Folks, if you're watching at home and you want to say hello in the chat, let us know you're there watching, and make sure you subscribe. That one is
They actually gives it out for 34,
yeah,
and
he dives in, and that's a 2-point conversion, and it is now going to be North White 8, Wes-Del 6. Once again, hit the subscribe button if you can. We've got 2:57 left in the first quarter, and we are going to take a short break here. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
And welcome back. And once again, your football live stream sponsors are the Van Mater Reed Realty Team, Jan Van Mater Reed and Brian Van Mater. If you're looking for a home, you've got the numbers right there. They would be happy to find that dream home for you. Star Financial Bank has been a loyal sponsor since the beginning, and they are your scoreboard sponsor. You can see that scrolling at the bottom of your screen. And then Dowling Dumpster Rentals is a new one this year. And we want to say hello to a few people in the chat. Mrs. Producer is in there, and Brittany Chambers is watching, and Jalen Godby is watching. So if you're out there watching and you want to put it in the chat, and we just remind everybody to keep it positive. Most of our fans, our loyal fans, do. If you're a North White fan, we just ask that you keep it positive too. And if you're just a fan who's stumbled across us and you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. Here we go, kicking it off to the Warriors.
But do hit subscribe.
Hit subscribe. It is Corbin Price had to fall on that one, so the Warriors will get it near the 24-yard line. And we are really pushing it. I think we're almost about 800, and we're pushing around the 850 subscriber mark, I believe, maybe
Absolutely.
a little bit above that. And the reason why that's so important is there's a certain level where we bring so much to you into your home. You get to see middle school football. You get to see JV football. You get
Flag
to see
football this week.
Flag football. You get to see a little bit of everything on here, all the sports. And when you can't make it out to the game, maybe you're working, maybe you're out of town, you can watch it on here. But if we get up to a few more subscribers, we get some monetary that helps us bring these games to you. Here's Blevins with it. Gives it to Nauman. Nauman's got some room on the outside.
Still
and
going.
He picked up about 3 on that carry. It looks like
Yeah. Maybe even 4.
it looks like athletic director Kai Denny has gone to the old school.
Yeah, we had to get the old flip.
We had to get the old flipper out there.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Sometimes technology isn't,
You
just gotta
of
go
all
back
people.
to the old school.
Of all people.
You know what's
know
not
that.
going to happen? That flip thing isn't going to break on us.
That's right.
If it does, we can just hold up a 2.
You're showing your age here. Second down and about 6. Ball on the 28. That one away, and it's going to go to Blake Whitehead, and he's steaming forward a little bit there. Gets a push from behind.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he picked up
2 more?
Yeah, at least 2 more.
Fell forward there, like you said, maybe even 3 more.
Blake is either cramping or he is hurt. Looks like we're going to have an injury. He's grabbing his knee.
Yeah, it's 3rd, and it's going to be 3rd and 5, but it's maybe a long 4.
There's Tony Cox from Henry County Sports Medicine. He'll come out and take a look at him. Coach Knuckles will come out there. And this is a great time to remind you of some things that are coming up.
Okay.
And that is we've got the end of this month is a big one. We've got the homecoming week, obviously, coming up in that last week. So big game on the 29th, and we've got the parade and all that. But we also have, I believe, county volleyball this month.
We do. The draw's already come out. Then the Warriors will play Cowan in the first round of the county tournament, and the winner of that game is going to play Daleville. They'll be waiting on our side, and then obviously the other side will play out, and then we'll play that whole championship game, and that's all at Wapahani. So be listening for that. We've got another week or so. I think that's the same week as homecoming. So A lot of stuff going on that week.
And the JV Warrior volleyball team is at Daleville tomorrow.
Yeah, they're in a big tournament at Daleville. That's a fun tournament for the JV. And then that's it for volleyball this week.
3rd and 4, and the good news is Whitehead walked on his own off the field. That's out, and that is to, I believe that is Abdullah, and he may have gotten close to, if not a first down. I believe he got a first down.
Let's see where they spot it, but it looks like
yeah,
enough.
They've got it. A first down by Abdullah, and nice little.
Yeah, got that out quick, and Dooley's able to pull that in and run for plenty of yardage to get the first down.
Kevin Dodd, it's great to see you in there cheering for the Warriors. Hello, and hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. And there's Coach Wilson in there. Coach just got done talking about volleyball, and we're excited. Good luck to the JV team tomorrow. 1st and 10, Adams in motion. It's going to be a pitch to him. He's got a little bit of room, probably a pickup of 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to spot about a 1-yard pickup. But those plays sometimes, like you said earlier, will set up other plays. We will fake that and then throw it across like we did last time to Dooley or something quick across the middle.
We're almost under our last minute here in the first quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 8, balls on the 41.
Tony's taking a look at Blake down here and waiting to see what happens with him. That might have been a fumble. That was
a fumble, and they're reacting that they have the ball. And if it was, have they signaled?
Pretty sure that was a fumble, and they have not signaled yet. Still waiting.
Well, we've got offensive guys running off the field.
The chain gang doesn't know because they have not. They're saying first down, and they're pointing. There we go. Finally,
here I go again. It doesn't take long, but for as much time as they spend on the inflation of the footballs at the beginning of this game, you'd think this crew could signal a fumble.
Well, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, there is the hunt. He's stopped there by Dallas Godby, Luke Powers, and Brock Nauman in there.
We'll have to run one more play here.
Brock out there playing, as you can see, he is on a bad ankle, but he is pushing through it. As you can see him getting up a little slow. 30 seconds on the clock now. See if they go. Yeah, they'll have to go another play, as Coach said. So,
as much as they run it, I would assume this will be the last play of the quarter.
Quasbarth under center.
Oh, and we jumped again. Well, that might have been on them.
That might have been on them. The way Dallas came out. Now here comes. Let's see what they clean up.
False start. That's going to be on them. Yep.
It is a false start, so
that'll push them back another 5. So that'll help us out.
Looks like Easton came back in. I think he was out for a play or so.
Starting with some of these younger guys that we've been playing more, we're starting to establish a little bit more depth, which takes a little bit of time for some of the younger guys to get up to speed for varsity football. Any varsity sport, that's a big jump if you're young.
Clock should run, but he didn't punch it dead, but he knows. Nice job. Stay with it. Stay with it. Come on, get outside. Out there. Get out.
Force him back inside.
Take him down. There you go.
Triton and Abdullah finish him off there.
Might be a first down, though. It's going to be close.
Yeah.
And that is going to be, well, if it's a first down, it's going to stop the clock with 8 seconds to go.
Nope. He should wind it.
They should be winding the clock.
Yeah.
Now he's pointing a first down.
Oh, okay. So now it'll still wind at some point. This should be the last play as soon as they get everything set.
These guys are a nightmare.
Yeah, we winds it.
There we go.
Well,
I mean, they walked in like they were going to do something tonight, and they're terrible. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. It is the Warriors 6, Vikings 8.
Watch this. This will probably be something from the IHSA.
Here, get a sportsmanship message from the IHSAA.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
All right, we're back here, Coach. You've got the cheerleaders.
Yeah, the
right
cheerleaders are out there working hard. Delaney Huffman, Gracie Drake, Ava Whitmire, Tori Clark, Brianna Hill, Bailey Combs, Hayden Browning, Presley Curtis, Kylie Proctor, Kirsten Ronan, Jenna Woodson, all down there.
And they do a
Sure
fine
enough,
job. I
yeah.
think they're in their, I think that's their city alternate uniform.
Yeah, and they look like they maybe getting ready to throw some stuff out, or maybe just packing some stuff
Well,
up.
they're
But
gonna go get-
nevertheless,
I
they're
think they're going to go get the shirt cannon. Look out, folks. Look out.
yeah. If they may be a hot dog cannon.
Good God, quit yelling.
I'm not yelling.
Coming at
It's a booming voice.
Coming at me a little strong. Hope the folks at home aren't. All right, here we go. North White has it, and that's off to C.J. Hunt. He's finally taken down. First contact was Brock Nauman.
Yeah, he got 8 yards on that one. That's going to be 2nd and 2 now.
C.J. Hunt.
That's his best run of the night.
Wasn't a photographer at one time?
I think it was R.J. Hunt or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
R.J.
It must
Basket.
be. That's at school.
I've never understood that, though. That's a conversation for Gas City, but I don't understand why they still call it. Why wouldn't you just call it Miss Cinema Middle School? But anyway, 3rd down, I believe. This one kept, and he's cutting inside. Grayson Mealy missed him. Brock Nauman got him down, but it's going to be a 1st down for North White. That guy is hard to tackle.
He's hard to handle.
That's how you get 1,000 rushing yards, which, folks, I'll be the first one to officially tell you he has broken over
Yes.
the 1,000 rushing yards for this season in 5 games.
It's really interesting to watch him run. As strong as he is, he's still shifty. I mean, he slides through that line, and he does a nice job. He's a good player.
He does a great job. There he is. He's got it.
He's going to keep it again,
He's
right behind that
He's
line.
got it behind a bunch of guys. Still rolling. He's going to roll right into the end zone.
He did.
And he did, and you can tell by the form on that official, who looks like he got shocked by
Well, I'll tell
electricity
you what,
when he made that call.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, we're going to have to stop arm tackling, and we're going to
Yeah.
have to start.
We got to go low on him.
We got a couple guys that are shooting low on him, and a couple. You're not going to bring this guy down with your arms. You're going to have to get in there and make a hard tackle, get that head up, and drive through a tackle.
So, what do
They're going to go for 2 here.
Okay.
You can choose which hash you want.
I was confused, Coach.
And
I was trying to figure
here's
that out.
what's going to happen. They're going to choose that side.
And they're going to run left.
They'll run right over here to the left.
Yep.
Because they got all this field to work with, and then he'll choose when he wants to cut it upfield.
And Cyberchris
Oh,
in
they're gonna
motion.
throw it.
They're going to throw it. And that one knocked away. Nice job by Alec Thornburg, number 10 there, to knock that away and keep this a 1-score ball game if you go for 2. And it is 14-6. We're going to stay here with you. And I'm going to take you through the coaching staff since we've talked about
Yeah, let's do it.
We've talked about the cheerleaders tonight, and your coaches for the Warrior football team. Your running back and defensive back coach is Tyler Rector. Your wide receivers and also defensive backs is Justin Burcham. QBs, Eric Harlan. Your offense and defensive line is Caleb Stevens. Your defensive coordinator, Kyle Richards. Offensive coordinator is Daniel Hansen. And football head coach, the old ball coach, is Matt Knuckles. So also you've got some other guys involved in there. You've got Kevin Du Bois does the stats and videos, and press box is Mason Whitted. And we want to say thank you to Jeremy Shoemaker, who does the video.
Yeah, takes all those guys to make that happen. With the coaching staff, you can never have too many guys out there, and so that's a great job by them.
And they really important. You know that as a head coach. You got
Absolutely.
to rely on those assistant coaches and those guys to see a lot. A head coach can't see it all, but what a beautiful time of night, Coach.
Yeah, twilight. I love it. It's just a nice time of the night. You go out, take a walk with your phone, listen to us, watch the game. Cuddle up next to somebody it's getting cool enough. Cuddle up next to the fire.
This is pumpkin latte time.
Make a s'more.
Kicking it away. That one is off, and it is to
Owen Long.
Owen Long, and Owen
Gets it up to about the 32.
Yeah. And we'll take it over there. 1st and 10. 10:48 to go. It's 14-6 North White again. If you're just tuning in, North White 4-0 coming into this one. 2-0 in the Midwest conference, and they have the top rusher in the state of Indiana at quarterback, who is well over 1,000 yards so far in this on the season. But he's and if you think that's a lot,
It is.
It is. It's a lot. He is averaging about 236 rushing yards a game, and his dad, Kirk, is the head coach. I assume might be his uncle.
Yeah,
Could be.
We're assuming that.
Yep. Total assumption there. Blevins 1st and 10, ball on the 32. And we're away. We're going to throw one here, getting a little pressure. Gets it away. Nice little dump down. That is Trey Adams. And that's a pickup of probably 6. The spot initially was about a 9-yard pickup, but then they had to realize where they were.
Yeah, he backed up a little bit on that after he caught it, but nice play. Got good protection back there because he had plenty of time to throw it. I know you don't like my mic's a little loud.
Blowing me out of the water over here.
I'm excited.
Second and 5, ball on the 37. I'm going to have to go back to the hearing test in elementary school. Here's Triton Blevins. Adams in motion.
Throw again.
Another throw here. Ball's away. That one
Go
thrown
Lutz.
deep and out of reach of Abdulamir.
That was either one of two things. Either Dooley was supposed to cut in a little bit more there or just overthrown by Triton, but nevertheless it brings up 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5.
10:02 to go, 14-6, North White leading. Warriors have it, 3rd and 5, ball on the 37. There's your Star Financial reset.
Lake Wayhead's still sitting out right now with some ice on there. Will probably be reevaluated at halftime and see where he's at.
I'll wait on you to get the Henry County Sports Medicine update if
I'll
you
see
can.
what I can do.
Blevins has it. It's going to be another pass play. This one a quick one and thrown well high of Corbin Price, and this will bring up a kicking situation for the Warriors. That'll
be the first punt by either team.
Yeah. Ball came out a little hot, a little high, and Corbin couldn't do a lot with that. So now Corbin will switch gears and go back to kick.
Yeah, that one just we had him open, just a little bit softer, a little more touch on that one, and he's probably got the first down. So, but nevertheless, we're going to punt here.
And punts away. That's a decent punt.
That's a nice punt. Really nice.
Yeah, and fielded by number 2 and tackled there by Grayson Mealy. Number 2 is Sol Cyberchrist.
Grayson threw him down, and then Malachi Dubois jumped on him to make sure that if the ball came loose, he was going to be right there to grab it. He wasn't getting past Grayson on that one.
No. And the one thing I will say is Quasbar took a hit on that one.
Yeah, he did.
He got up and he's still trying to shake it off, and that's okay. I mean, as long as he's okay, folks. But that's football, and maybe take a little wind out of him and keep him from running all over us here.
Oh, well, we didn't have enough guys on the field, and here comes Triton late.
This is going to be a pass play. The ball is away, and it is really deep again.
Had him initially on that pass pattern, but didn't get it. Not enough touch on that one either.
If you're, and I'm not critiquing anything by any means. I don't know anything.
No, you never would.
No. But if he's averaging 12 yards a carry.
Yeah, it seems like to me.
Are you just throwing it just to see what's out there? Are you fishing? Are you throwing it to see what you get?
I think you could pretty much march it down the field, couldn't you? With
4 games, he's averaging 12 yards a carry. I think that I'm no mathematician by any means, but I think I can figure that out.
That's more than 10. I know that. There's a hand.
And there we go. There he goes. He keeps it this time. And what's he going to do? He's going to pick up a lot of yards.
Dooley's the last guy to beat.
Yeah. And that's right on cue as to what I said. Maybe it was just setting up that run, which was all of 60 yards.
Yeah. Well.
And his 18th touchdown on the year.
That was an impressive move there. And once he got into it shows you how athletic he is because, like you said, he's a big guy. And after he made that move, there wasn't anybody could catch him. Dooley was the last guy back there, and he just blew by him.
Yeah. I mean, we have called one name tonight, and we've called it a lot. And if you look at his stats, he's gotten called by his coaching staff a lot.
Yeah.
So it's another touchdown for North White, quick by Quasbarth, and there's to the back of the end zone. That a nice play by Corbin Price to knock that one away, and it's going to be 20-6. You can see it right there on the Paul L. Parker Field scoreboard. 9:32 to go. 20-6 by North White. If this is unexpected, again, I want to be clear. It's not that unexpected as I got in and looked at the stats this week and took a look at this kid. It's the top rusher in the state of Indiana at the quarterback position, at any position.
Yes.
He is leading the state with now well over 1,000 yards. So there is one kid that you have to focus in on. And Coach Knuckles said that as we were out on the field with him before warm-ups, he was trotting off, and he came over to us and he said, "Here's my synopsis. You have to stop the quarterback." And
Right.
that's about it.
Yes, and there's no doubt about that. And we're not even we have 9 minutes to go here in the
He's got
first
3
half.
touchdowns.
He's got 3 touchdowns, and he is a very good player. You know, we could say, well, and people will say, well, there's a smaller school. I don't care. This kid could play football
Yes.
somewhere. So he's a good football player, and
He's
you
an
can look at
excellent
him.
football player. He's a senior. I would assume somebody's
Yeah.
got to be looking at him for something. So,
They're not. They need to be.
yeah.
And you know what you can't do when you play against a really good team like this, or with a really good player that's explosive, is you can't turn the ball over, and we did that last time.
Yeah.
So long possessions are the best thing you can do when you're playing against a good offense.
And here we go. They're going to kick it off. And we have, I believe, Price and Adams back as usual.
It's been going to the short guy 2 of the 3 times.
Yeah, that was Owen Long the last time, and
That's
it's
good.
going to head that way again.
Owen's not afraid to
Owen's
take it.
got it. He's going to take it right here, and he's
Boy,
got
right
a
forward.
little shifty move. I think he fumbled it, but he fell back on top of it.
54 was trying to pull that out of there for North White.
We're going to take over on the 35. It's going to be 1st and 10, 9:27 to go. It is 20-6. Wes-Del scored on their first possession if you're just tuning in. Let's check over here in the old chat and see what we got going on. Get an update in there. R.D. Hunt photography, Mrs. Producer says. R.D. Hunt.
That was it. Yeah.
There you go.
Did not do my senior pictures.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance,
They were around then.
Were your senior pictures in color?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
Most of them.
That's Brock Nama. Nice
Nice.
carry there. That's a good pickup of about 5 yards. What was the top song your senior year?
My senior year?
Yeah.
It would have been something by Guns N' Roses or Bon Jovi.
You weren't
or
into
something
that.
Like.
That was a terrible spot, by the way.
Yeah,
That was an absolutely terrible spot.
Yeah, I thought he got at least.
He got to the
40.
40-yard line.
Well, that's because we.
If
don't
you're
have
watching at home, rewind it. Tell me I'm wrong in the chat. He was at the 40-yard line.
Well, to me, I thought he was, and it's probably because the ball's not pumped up enough.
Oh, it was awful beginning of the game. Here we are, 2nd down and 6.
Let's see what we can do here. Is going
We're
to
going
pass.
to be in a pass. That one's
Dooley,
aired
gotta
out.
look
Dooley,
up.
keep going.
Look,
keep
look.
going.
You can't slow that pattern down, Dooley. You got to run it through the pattern.
Hell, it was there. The thought was there. It's going to be 3rd and 6, ball on the 39. I still think it should be 3rd and 5 on the 40. But you know what? My wife says I need to let more things go. She's been telling me that for 25 years.
Yeah. Let me know when you start.
20-6, Vikings lead here. It's been the Quasbarth, and I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, and I apologize at the beginning if I'm not. But it's been his show. 3rd down and 6. Here are the Warriors. Adams in motion.
It's the Brock.
Handoffs to Brock. Brock met early there. He got maybe 2.
This
and
time
it's-
it looks like they gave him a better spot.
Yeah, they gave him. Yeah, well, maybe they made up for it.
That was 4th down, and we'll see what we're gonna do. I think
we're
gonna punt.
kicking.
I think you almost have to here.
Yeah, Reno's coming out, so the kicking squad's coming out. I believe. Yeah, there we go.
We've done a decent job, but really, punting has not been a problem. We've done. Corbin's punt was great last time. Let's see how it goes again. This
That's
another
great punt.
and
a
kept
great-
it away from
Great one. Get down there, boys.
somebody.
Get down
hit it.
there. Ooh,
Well,
that's a block in the back.
That's coming back.
Good grief.
And a tackle there.
And a
so
great tackle there.
That's Dubois, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Malachi Dubois with a great tackle
That's
and a block in the back there.
easy to call.
Yeah, that was an easy one. So that's going to back him up. I think we're at the 20, so I think that'll be half the distance. Should take him back to the 10.
I think Brittany Chambers thought it was the Mamas and the Papas when you were a senior.
No, thanks. Yeah. Not that one. I do have my class reunion tomorrow.
California. How many are left?
Not many. We'll see how many show up tomorrow. It's like Survivor at this point.
Now that put them back. Look at this. Here we go. We
Back
got
to the
this.
10, I'm
Well,
guessing.
they're still going. They're still trying to sort it out. Well, he went forward and came back at. I think he came back here.
Yeah, looks like about the 8.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
8
they
or
got a
8 or
long
9.
they got a long way to go here.
Well, they don't have a short time to get there, but they do have a lot of time. There's 8:04 left.
There's not many live streams can get Jerry Reed references thrown in there, but we do it. The great Jerry Reed. You might be the only guy I know has the essential Jerry Reed hits.
I
I
do
think
have
they
it.
sold two of those.
I got.
And you've got one.
I would have bought them both if they had to.
1st and 10, ball on the 7 for North White. They're in the shotgun. That went off to C.J. Hunt. That's Grayson Mealy.
Somebody
take him down.
He's still going.
He's still going. And that's going to be
got
a
a first down.
So they never really stopped. I guess they never blew the forward progress down.
Well, what you have to do there is get some help. I mean, Grayson had him wrapped up. Somebody over there could come over there and knock him down.
Yeah.
And somebody, I don't know if Coach Nuck called a timeout here or what. Let's see.
What we got?
Yes, I don't think Coach Nuck was happy with that play. Yeah, he shouldn't be. I think he's upset that we had one guy there carrying it. Yeah, he's giving it to him, and he should. Hey, we got one guy over there making a tackle, and everybody else is watching him. You know, come over here and help clean this up. That's what you have to do. This is we can't arm tackle, and Grayson did not. He had him wrapped up, but you've got to have some other guys come over there and help bring him down. I mean, that's just gang tackling. You got to finish the play off till you hear the whistle.
Something big tomorrow. Just forgot about this. Something big tomorrow.
Okay.
Girls golf sectional at Crestview.
Oh, yeah.
They tee off at 9 a.m. Everyone's teeing off a hole number 10 right there by the clubhouse.
Okay.
So I plan on going out there and supporting our Warrior ladies as they go. That is
be a great chance.
Jane
Armington,
Gracie Drake,
yep,
Abby Davis,
and
Hayden Browning.
So,
by the way, the golf hole looks really good. I went out there today.
Yeah, you and I need to go take a trip out there and see that. I haven't been out there.
Jason Malk has done a fantastic job. We're going to be the only school I know of that has a golf hole on their campus. That's
for practice.
I'm trying to practice. We're trying to reach all, doing everything we can. You know, it takes time, but we're trying to get around the horn on all our sports and try to update as best we can. So some of you may be waiting a little bit, but we're trying to get there and working on everything. There he goes again. That's Hunt. He's got some room. Got to get down and tackle him. He is one man to beat. Trey Adams finally pulls him down just to pass the 50. Best run so far, I believe, of the season for
It's definitely this game.
C.J. Hunt.
Again, you got to make first contact. Luckily, Trey made a good angle there and was able to get on a pursuit angle there and push him towards the sidelines and make a tackle.
And that was not his best. His best was a 42-yard scamper, so that was just under that. Pretty darn close, though. And it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 48-yard line and across in Warrior territory here.
7:30 to go here in this first half. He's going to throw again.
He's going to throw. Let's see if we can. And it's caught. And that is down the sideline before he's tackled by Alec Thornburg.
That's DeBoard, Cade DeBoard, senior.
Number 34, Cade DeBoard.
I pick up quite a bit on that one. It was good for about 20 yards probably.
That one kind of snuck in there on us because we've been used to the run so much, and then they went to that. But you know what I'd like to see is a little bit of, our sideline's a little quiet. We're just a little
pick up
down,
some
just some energy if we can get that going. Just because you're down doesn't mean you can't have some energy. That one kicked out, and that is
drop that time.
Hit him in the worst spot possible, Coach. Hit him right in the hands.
Yeah, and probably tried it again, and he was open.
He was open by about 10 yards.
And he's a big kid. We're going to have to figure out how to.
Have you ever
basically,
seen?
we have to figure out how to stop them. But
have you ever seen guys switching out balls so much?
Yeah, these guys are.
I mean, these guys are all
probably checking the air.
They're all
every time.
about the balls. I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe they're not Tom Brady fans. Maybe they're.
Well, Deflate Gate Part 2.
Here they go. 2nd and 10, ball on the 25. It's away, and
Right
it
up the
is
gut.
Closberth.
Good
He
tackle.
is tackled there. That is Brock Nauman with an excellent tackle.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. You got to know where he is. It's almost, listen, somebody else is going to have to beat us. We're going to go and hit him every time. Easier said than done.
Yes. 6:40 on the clock here in the second quarter. That's all that's left here in the first half. That's how the game's played. And 3rd and 10. Ball's on the 25. I'm going to say it's going to. I thought we were going to jump there.
They'll throw.
They're going to throw. I don't know about this. Get some pressure. Get him.
That
Get
was
him.
a fumble.
The ball. What are they calling that?
They
What
said
is it?
his arm was going forward, and they called it.
That is absolutely
Called
ridiculous.
an incomplete pass. Either way, that's good for us.
Yeah.
No gain, 4th and 10 now. Well, obviously, this part of the field, they've shown that they're not going to kick. They haven't kicked an extra point yet, so they're going to go for it here.
And
Stop the clock, though.
we're going to get a stop here. We're going to get a stop here. And, I think you're on this one, Coach. You got to key in on quarterback. You know that's where it's going to go. Is the play clock going? For the love of Pete.
Yeah,
They take a timeout.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Timeout, North White. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to take a timeout here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
When I'm not racing at the track, I do like to take things a little bit slower. But even with my foot off the gas, I'm still driven to save lives. So if you're like me and you like hunting and fishing, you could do something to save lives too. Just say yes to being an organ donor when you get your hunting or fishing license online, or when you renew your Indiana driver's license. Join the 4 million Hoosiers who have signed up to save lives. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
And we are back. There are some of your corporate sponsors: Montgomery Insurance, School, Martin Insurance, Campus Rentals, Property Pros, Young's Title, and Pizza King, established in 1958. Just a year. That would have been Coach's junior year.
Hell, listen. I'm only 10 years older than you.
That is true.
Mr. Producer was a freshman when I was a senior.
That's a big 10 years, though. This is a big 4th down.
Let's see what we can do here. Let's get a stop here.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I feel it. Everybody at home feels it. Here we go. He's going to pass. Put some pressure on.
He's got.
Get that. Go get that. Go get that. There we go. 4th down. Ball's turned over. Let's go. Let's score here.
You know what I like about that play is that at the end when Corbin could have possibly went up and get an interception. Don't.
Smart.
No,
Ball
let it
right
go.
there.
And don't hit him and don't touch him. Don't make any contact. He did not.
Very smart play.
We don't get to say that. We don't get to say that about Corbin.
Not always. Not always. Know him well. Know his family well. We don't always get to say that.
Corbin's one of our favorites, but that was a very smart play. Good job, Corbin.
So the Bruins, or excuse me.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's tomorrow.
Whoa. The Warriors will take over. I'm showing myself there. I'm giving it away. There we go. Pass play, and that's a nice little dump out. Make something happen here. Mason
Davis.
Mason Davis has it, and he's tackled. Got a pickup of about, that guy is I got to quit looking at the far guy. His spots, he walks down.
And then they end up respotting.
No one wants to hear it from me. No one cares.
Looks like he picked up one.
Somebody just needs to put in the chat, we'd rather not hear it from you.
2nd and 9.
I don't even know why he came. They could have left him at home. He's done nothing over there.
Well, that's not true. I saw him checking the air and the ball several times before the
I will say, if we had to talk about that, you were angry.
There is, and I don't get worked up that well. I couldn't say I got thrown out of a game last year, but I don't get typically worked up when it's not my team.
There we go. Go,
Brock.
Oh, man.
Initial hit there by 32.
Yeah.
That's a nice tackle.
And they're going to give him let's give
C.J. Hunt.
C.J. Hunt. R.D. Hunt. They're going to give him a yard or two there, so it's going to be 3rd down and a lot, probably 7.
Yeah.
So I would say with 5:15 to go, we're going to look at a pass play. Here comes Triton from the sidelines. Got it from Coach. But, yeah, as we were saying, we were down there, and we're just watching them constantly tell our coaches to put more air in the ball. They're checking the balls. It's just we've been playing with the same footballs for weeks, and no one said anything. Here we go. 3rd down. Let's convert. Quick pass to the outside. That's Dooley. He's got it.
Go,
Dooley, go. He's got it. He's down to the 40, to the 30. They're not going to get him. They're not going to get him.
Oh,
that one's out at the 10, maybe the 9
See who
yard
that was
line.
that made the tackle, how athletic he was.
That was Quasbarth.
He ran all the way across the field to make that tackle.
Big play by Triton Blevins to Abdullah. Abdullah showing his speed there, and he took off. I thought he was in. I thought they weren't going to catch him, but the quarterback, Quasbarth,
We'll
ran
talk
down
about
there.
change of momentum if we could punch it in here because we stopped them on 4th and 10 down there when they were going to go for it. We stopped them, and now if we could punch it in here and get a touchdown, that would be a huge momentum swing for us.
1st and 10 on the 11. Here we go. Let's go, boys.
He's going to
He's
throw.
going to throw it. He's going to throw it.
He's
He's got him. He's got him. He's got him. Oh.
Tended there for Jonah Whitworth.
Yeah, it was the tight end, Jonah Whitworth, number 23 there. Not a bad idea. Jonah's got the height and the ability and the athleticism to go up and get that, but that one thrown a little higher than Jonah can go. So we'll see here. It's going to be 2nd and 10, and in here, folks, you're going for it on 4th.
Yeah,
so you got 3 more downs.
We had several guys in pattern that time and thrown just a little over Jonah's head, but he had several different options out there. We had a lot of guys in motion. I think we're going to –
I'd like to see us pull and get Brock a chance here.
I think Brock's going to get a chance. Yeah, I think he or Trey's going to get it. There's Trey.
There's Trey. And not a lot of help there. Trey was eaten up pretty early, and it's going to be a loss of 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah. That's going to leave 3rd and maybe 13.
We
could still get a first down here without scoring.
If you hear that in the background, you can hear their coaches.
Yeah, I thought that. I was about to go check on them. And
I thought somebody maybe.
I thought maybe we need
to
get
we
the
have
AEDs up.
That's what I thought. I thought we had Arby's up here. I was hoping Brian Lake didn't get a big bite there, and we had to go take care of him. All right, here we go. 3rd and 13, ball on the 14.
No. Going to pass again.
And there is a pass.
Back
to
the corner. He's wide open.
Wide open. Caught it. Touchdown, Trey Adams.
Now, that one was a great throw by Triton. Right to the pylon like you're supposed to. Trey ran out the pattern like you're supposed to and ran right into him. What a great connection by both of those guys.
Nice job. Triton Blevins to Trey Adams. 3:54 to go, and the Warriors take advantage of a 4th down stop, and then they turn it into a score. And there go the lights, folks, you're seeing here at Paul L. Parker. Every time the Warriors score, the lights give you a little bit of dance. And we got a little dance from Trey at the end of that one, and I like it.
Great. We're going to take it over on the hash mark this time. So we could we're going for 2 here.
And here we go, folks.
See what we have wrapped up.
Adams in motion here.
And
it's going to be a pass play. A lot of pressure coming.
He throws that one. Didn't work.
He had to get rid of it. He had a lot of pressure coming, but hey, I'll take it. We had the 4th down stop, and then we turn around and we get points out of it, and we keep it a 1-score game, Coach, and I like that.
Yeah, it was set up by a big play there, and anytime you can get a big play, Dooley took us all the way down to about the 12-yard line, and then able to punch it in from there. Great pass pattern and throw from Triton to Trey, and able to put a score on the board. So yeah, a big momentum shift right there. Now we got to come back and do it again on defense right here.
I agree, and I think this will be nice to see us get some momentum going into the locker room if we can on this stop. But either way, I love the fact that that's going to be some of that energy we were looking for, and that's what we need. I just thought we were a little down. We get the 4th down stop, and then we get some energy out of that. And folks at home, you had to really enjoy that one. That is going to be the coming into this one. I think that's the 3rd passing touchdown for Triton Blevins, and that would be Trey Adams's. Let me check it real quick. That'll be his 2nd receiving touchdown.
Well, there's plenty of time for them with 2 timeouts. There's 4 minutes, so we're going to need another defensive stop here. We're going to have to dig in a little bit, and we're going to have to get a stop. The first thing we're going to do is get some coverage here on this kickoff.
And that is true. You just may be asking for too much, but I'd love to see a turnover here and get the ball back.
We did get Arby's tonight for the hospitality room, so plenty of turnovers to go around.
That was a stretch.
That's short.
It is short, and that one's picked up. That is Hunt.
And
he's trying to go the wrong way there, but he's coming back.
Thornburg jumps on top of him. And
Zach Reno, number 9, had him bouncing back the wrong way. I'm going to give Reno some credit right there. He had that kid that's probably got him by about 40 to 50 pounds. Yep. He had him bouncing back the other direction. So nice job, Zach.
Had Zach and Thornburg and Malachi and all those guys forcing him to run around. He ran a lot of sideways that time.
The only issue I have with that short kick puts him in good field position with 3:47 to go. But let's see the Warrior defense if they can hold strong here. I think they're trying to – I feel like we're getting a little bit of an idea of where they're wanting to go time and time again. So.
I hope they keep trying to throw it.
And here we go. That's handed off. That's Hunt again, I believe, and he
barrels forward for a pickup of about 8. So it'll be 2nd and 2. That's a terrible spot.
Where'd they spot? Did they?
That's 2nd and 4, sorry.
2nd and 4. North White, I apologize. These guys are – that's terrible.
So we're equal opportunity.
North,
when it doesn't
North
go
White
right
got – okay, the North White got the worst spot of the night so far. He's going to keep it. Fake handoff. He's going to have a first down and maybe more here before
Definitely
he's finally –
got the first down.
He's got many a guys missing before he's finally out. I mean, I hate to say it there. We were whiffing.
Ran a lot of arm tackles.
Oh, there was nothing but error in a lot of our tackles right there. Coming in strong, but
got to finish it off.
it's going to put it – he goes out of bounds with the first down, stops the clock. It's 3:10.
Be about the 37 here. Again, we got him down to about this spot last time and held him, so we've got to do a better job of forcing him to get out of bounds or make a tackle.
And Coach Richards and Coach Stevens down there yelling.
Dialing it up.
Line judge wants him to stay out of the pocket here. He goes to throw. Why? I don't know. I can't. At this point, I can't figure that one out.
Wes, it just got me fooled too, but nevertheless, we will take it.
Keep doing it. I don't know what.
Famous person one time told me, keep doing what you're doing.
Legend. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Get some help from the stands here. Tell them to get the ball back. That's always
that's
a key. We want to. That's true.
That's what we came here to
Truer
do.
words were never spoken. We need to get the ball back.
Put it on the back of a T-shirt. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Ball on 37.
And
looks like they moved.
Throw again.
Ooh.
He's open. And
that is a – what are they? I'm sorry. I have a hard time not being as true and honest of a person as I can be. What are they doing?
Helping us out.
I like it, but 3rd and 10, the kid's averaging 12 yards a carry. It's 3rd down and 10. Ball's on the 37. But they're 4-0, and I don't listen. I don't remember if I was ever coached a team that was 4-0. So here we go. 3rd down. Come on, guys. And he's going to hold on to that one. Get him. Get there. Yeah, he's going to get the. I don't know. He's got a first down.
I'm sorry. That's Triton that forces him out of bounds after a pickup of at least 13 or 14 on 3rd and 10.
And it's going to be on the 25. Star Financial scoreboard, 20-12. The Warriors trail by 1 score.
Just need to hold them here. We need to dig in, and we need to hold them.
We did it last possession, got the ball back, and then had a nice possession. Big connection between Triton Blevins to Abdul-Amir, and then a nice touchdown connection between Blevins to Adams. Here they go, 1st and 10, ball on the 25. Going out. Being pursued there to the outside. Finally, there's a flag. I want to say that's on them for a hold.
You would think so.
Be the first holding call of the game.
You would think so, and they pull those guards a lot. So
yeah, it's on them. It's a hold. That guy down there.
That'll help us out a lot. It's going to push that back and make this a little bit tougher to get. Yeah, holding. It'll stay first down, but it's going to back them up.
We'll get this crew. I need to hem those babies up a little bit. Got some bagginess going to them. We got silver tab referee pants.
Listen, I'm a guy who I still have my silver tabs.
I love the silver tabs. I think they'll come back.
That's what I keep thinking.
I think they got to go to back.
So sooner or later, if you keep wearing stuff, it'll sooner or later come back in style.
2:32, 1st and 18.
Oh, a lot of pressure.
He's going to pass. And picked off. Oh, that one was almost picked off by Triton Blevins. He had it. And if he got it, he was
going
6.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
He grabbed his helmet, and he was like, ooh.
Yeah, that was a good read by Triton. So they don't pick up anything.
No. And it's going to be 2nd and 18. And the Warriors here just keep working here, boys. Keep holding strong, and 2:25 to go. I would assume they're going to pass again, but I would run it if I was their coach. But let's see what they do. Whoa.
We went offside.
We jumped. Poor Godby got caught on that one. He went across the line.
We're going to get 5 of that back.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame a kid for being anxious. wanting to get in there and make a play. That's Dallas. I can tell you this much. He will make up for it right here on any play he gets because that kid is in on everything. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 13, ball on the 28 now. 2:25 remaining in the first half. See if they run it here. I think they will.
This time it's
They
Hunt.
do. It's Hunt. And a great block by number 44. And
He's
he
still
is
going.
still going.
He's still
and he's
going.
still
Somebody forced him out of bounds.
trying to get forced out of bounds before he's knocked out by, I believe that was Triton Blevins and Corbin Price who made the tackle.
Down to the 4 with 2:16 to go.
Number 44 there with an excellent block right up the middle. That's McCutcheon, Chance McCutcheon. He is a 6'2 junior, and he just came in there, and he took Grayson right out of that play. He came in and met him and got physical right away with him and took him out of the equation. So
I will say that they do run the ball a lot, and it should be, you think in your head, simple to go through. They do a nice job of pulling their guards and blocking. I mean, their blocking is really good.
And there's a touchdown walk-in by C.J. Hunt, and that's the first touchdown that wasn't by number 9 Quasbarth. And so 1:56 to go, and North White stretches it to a 26-12 lead. So if you if you
Clock
got
should not be running.
no, but they don't.
Did they
know.
call a touchdown?
Well, I think they did. Are they kicking?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, but that was a touchdown. So this is 2, and same play.
Yeah.
And he got in there and then was pushed back out. But before he crossed the goal line, that was a
20
segment right there.
28-12, and all I ask, I just say, teach these guys to signal. Just teach them to signal. And for that, we'll take a break from the IHSA.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Once again, your live stream Wes-Del Sports Network sponsors the Van Meter Reed Realty Team, Star Financial Bank, and Dowling Dumpster Rentals.
I saw Dowling Dumpster Rental this weekend. So did you?
Yeah.
I asked
Great
him how
Mike
business
Dowling.
was going, and he said it was great.
I was waiting for the pun.
No.
You couldn't put one there. Couldn't put one together. 28-12 is the recap, and we've got just about 1:57 to go in the first half. Warriors had just cut it to 1 score right before there, and then a good North White team put together a possession where they stretched it back out to a 2-possession game. Here we go. Warriors have been able to work it pretty good, though, in the first half, so let's see what they can do here. They've been kicking short. That one not short. That one's going to go to Corbin Price. Get some blockers. Get through there.
There you go.
Get through there. There you go. I like it. All right.
All right, good.
All right.
Out to the 45. There's plenty of time to score from there.
Yeah, I like it. We are at the 45 right there on the Warrior head.
Let me tell you that we kind of joked that it was a late arriving crowd, and it is because there's a pretty good crowd.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
There's actually
down the fence line and everything.
There's people everywhere.
It's just fantastic. They're getting ready for this elementary cheer.
Well, and they're taking in this beautiful facility.
That's true. Here we go. 1:47 to go. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 45. Blevins has it. Adams in motion. Could be a pass play. There's the drop.
He's got Trey.
Got some pressure.
Get rid of it.
Gonna have to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it.
Got to get rid of that trade.
Got to throw that one away to not take that, and I think that's what he's getting from the coaching staff right now is just let that one go. Once you're outside of the pocket, just launch it.
Yeah, you just throw it out of bounds.
The clock's going to run. No timeouts being taken right now.
And you also, all that yardage we got on the kickoff, you just kind of lost that back here. So we'll see what Coach Hansen decides to do here. see if we stay conservative or if we want to try to throw it again.
They're going to bring pressure if we do. They do bring pressure, a lot of it. Levens gets up inside now, and he is taken out of bounds and maybe pickup of about, he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. And he's out of bounds. The clock should stop, should stay at 1:03. And
with this much yardage to go, I'm not sure it's a good thing the clock stopped.
No.
We'll see how North White plays it, see if they call a timeout after this play.
They should. Both teams have 2. So let's see what they do. 1:03 to go. Levens has it now. He's
thrown again.
They're coming right after him.
The screenplay.
They let that one go, and it's caught.
That's illegal. You can't catch that.
Well,
he can't catch that.
Yeah, well, it's we all knew that, but that white hat took forever to figure that out.
Yeah.
Let's see. 72, not an eligible receiver.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, let me dig this out of my pocket.
It was a pretty nice catch there by Easton Stewart. If you're Easton, you knock that down. You just bat it down to the ground. You don't catch it.
Yeah, who cares?
It wouldn't have mattered because
it
it wouldn't have mattered.
Quite honestly, I thought he was going to get away with it.
That's probably true. That's a good point. But I was.
They're still talking about it.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered. They're going to call that anyway. It doesn't
Look
matter
at
if
them.
he catches it or not.
They're even using their fingers. So you're telling me 72 did not identify as an eligible receiver? No, he did not. Well, then, so he can't catch the ball. Oh, well, let's talk about this. This should be simple. Simple.
I'm telling you what they're talking about right now. I can tell you from here. I can read his face. Is this a loss of down or not? And it is.
Well, we're going to hear this from.
No, they did get it right.
You got it right.
Somebody on that staff knew it.
I'll give old Donnie Rickles credit. He got that one.
Somebody on that crew got it right. I don't think that's his name.
Did I read it wrong?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look.
Did I read it wrong?
I think
I may have read it wrong. Yeah, it's dark up here.
It was by Donald, I think.
55 seconds to go. It's going to be 4th and 25, and the Warriors are punting.
We have done a good job punting here.
Oh,
that block.
That was a lot of contact.
Oh, and he's going to pick it up and run it. That's
that
smart on his run.
A lot of contact on the kick. I mean,
it's probably because it was, almost a fumble, I guess. And he was right up on it. He didn't
so even if he gets into a kicking motion at that point, he can't protect himself.
He's kind of fair. Yeah, he's kind of fair game, unfortunately.
Right. Terrible rule. 47 seconds left. I can see North White going for it here.
Absolutely. They have 2 timeouts to go. Let's see what they do.
1st and 10, ball on the 34.
I got a pretty good idea what I do. When you have 2 timeouts left, you can run.
I think I would. Yeah, but
We'll see.
They've shocked me before.
He's
going.
Keep it.
He's going. He's running.
He's got the first
still
down.
Going. They're going to hold on to him. That's a good job, boys, to hold on. And that was Cam Vonderschmidt with the tackle. The freshman doing an excellent job, getting more, like you said, more and more each time. It's going to be a timeout by North White. We're going to stay with you.
We called timeout.
We called timeout?
Yes.
We did?
Yes. I think at least they're pointing to Wes-Del.
I hope it was North White.
Got some halftime entertainment coming up here, and we also have a halftime interview.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, and I was able to sit down with new head basketball coach
Josh Burkett.
So it was fun. It's kind of, we'll call this segment "Out with the Old, In with the New." But no, Coach Burkett and I obviously
have a good relationship,
great relationship, become good friends over the years, and I couldn't be more excited for him to take over the program, and we are able to just sit down, talk for about good almost a halftime worth. So
that's good.
Yeah, he and I will talk it out, and you'll be able to watch that at halftime. And then when we come back, you'll probably be able to catch a little bit of the little kids here on the field. Maybe we'll give you a quick glimpse of that as they run out before we start the halftime. But the little kids will be running out there on the field, and
that might be a game these officials could handle.
I don't think so, but
28-12. Here we go. We got about 40 seconds to go, and there he goes. Got to get a tackle. Got to get a tackle. Get a tackle. Get a tackle. Got to get a tackle.
He's going to go.
Got to get a tackle.
And they're saying he didn't go out of bounds.
The official was nowhere down there. Rewind it, guys at home, rewind it. That official was 10 yards away from the pylon.
He's pointing at the end zone like he
Pointed
didn't go in
at the same time, stuck his knee up like he was umpiring a Little League game in Hartford City. 32 seconds to go.
I will say this.
It's terrible.
That was a great run.
It was a great run. Nice job by North White. North White fans, you should be proud of that quarterback. He is athletic. Whoever is related to that official, he is not athletic. He can't even get down there.
I think that I don't know. I've not seen this kid not play any other position but quarterback, but I would say any small school that needs a tight end or needs a running back, I would look at.
And in is Hunt, and that is a 2-point conversion. It's going to make it 36-12. I'm not taking anything away from the kid. He ran in for the touchdown. What I'm saying is just you drove all the way here. You're on a 5-man crew. Just move to the position you're supposed to be in. 32 seconds left for me to talk about it, but I'm going to move on.
Yeah. We have JV volleyball tomorrow.
At Daleville.
At Daleville. We have sectional girls golf at Crestview. I'm sure you'll be there taking in breakfast.
Oh, absolutely.
And watching some golf.
Should be at Mulligan, should be a sponsor, but aren't. One of the best breakfasts in town.
As much money as you spent there on breakfast, they should be. And we've got volleyball next week, all on the road. All the volleyball games are on the road, and then the Class A showdown is not this weekend, but next weekend. So things coming there. We'll hopefully get some girls out, if not the whole team, but we'll hopefully get some girls out of sectional.
Can't get past it.
Yeah, well, he's probably, I don't know where he's from. I don't know where this crew came from.
I mean, if I had to pick, there's a lot of towns I could pick.
You know, we had last week at Southern Wells, we had a good crew.
Good crew. Good is as far as I'll go. Good.
Yeah, I didn't say great.
No.
I'm not saying, well, I don't know we should throw this whole crew under the bus.
No, I think the guy on our side, I'm okay with the guy on our side. He's been good.
Both the guys on our side have been okay.
If it hadn't been for the guy on our side, we wouldn't get half the spots we've gotten.
They're going to squib, and they're going to just fall on that.
On a squib kick.
Who was that up there that fell on that?
I'm trying to see that.
That's Vonderschmidt.
Was it Vonderschmidt?
Yep.
Yeah. Vonderschmidt's having himself a game.
He's getting really involved in this.
There's nothing bad about that. He's a freshman. It's just confidence building right there.
You know, I haven't heard what we'll be doing for JV, but that'd be an awful long trip. So I almost think that both teams would probably find somebody closer to play JV.
I don't know that that'll happen.
See if we can find that out. I'll effort that in the halftime.
You bring in an excellent point.
I'll see if I can effort that and find out.
We've got 31 seconds here. Let's see what we do with it. Do we just kind of run this one out? I think that's what we would do.
I would say you'll see Brock Nauman and see what we pick up here.
And then we'll run this thing into halftime and talk about it.
Maybe Trey.
Nope.
Oh, we're
going deep, and we're going to Dooley. Got to run.
It was there. It was open.
We just got to keep.
Triton had time to get rid of it. And
on that one, we just got, and I know that Dooley's still learning. This is his first year, but you just got to keep running with your head down and turn. And that ball, if it's there, it's going to be there. You turn back and you look, but you never stop running.
Coaches are talking him through it a little bit. They still have 2 timeouts left, so we
yeah,
got to kind of be careful here.
I think it looks like more of a running situation here. We're packing it in. And
that's Brock.
That is Brock. Brock's got some room and almost a first down. That might be a first down. That's it.
It's going to be just a little short of it.
Jeez Louise.
So that's going
just a little short of it.
Keep the clock running here.
Good grief.
And it's going to be 3rd and 2. And okay. I don't even want to tell you that I thought he was pointing first down, but that's going to take us to the end of the half.
Uh-huh. And hopefully, if there's an optometrist on site, we need a quick vision check. All right, folks, 36-12 is the score. And the Warriors were really close there. Here comes the elementary.
Yeah, look at all these elementary cheerleaders.
They were really close there and it got a little out of hand with the Quasit but he has like 5 touchdowns now. Here we go. The Little Warrior cheerleading group is coming out in front of you.
That's a lot of cheerleaders.
That is a lot of elementary cheerleaders.
That's a lot of fun.
The future of Warrior Nation is bright. There's nothing better Now this, if you didn't enjoy the first half, even though I saw some things I like, this has to warm your heart right here.
Yeah,
to see this many kids coming out here.
We do have a good interview, but we have plenty of time for that. So let's take a little look here.
Let's see what we got here.
Watch the cheerleaders for a second. This was a great job. Our cheerleaders.
And again, Coach, look at
them.
the crowd. The crowd all the way up down there against the fence.
They're packed on that fence like it's a Taylor Swift concert.
That's right. If only we were charging the prices that
Yes.
Taylor Swift could charge.
Well, Denny would if he could.
This is awesome. This is a fantastic turnout by not only that, but also these cheerleaders. Look how excited they are.
And I think in just a second we'll see some little guys out there playing on the
some
field.
football.
So we'll have little cheerleaders.
We have 100 from the flag to high school JV. We have 170 kids involved in football. That I found that out.
170.
Yesterday. 170.
That's a lot of kids.
When you think about the elementary, you've got basically 400 kids down there, and half of those are boys. So you got about every boy involved, close to every kid involved, and that's what you have to have it. Coach Knuckles actually came to the board meeting last night and talked about that. It was very exciting to hear how much we have in our youth program. But then you look down here, look at how many of these cheerleaders.
Well, and you've got that. You've got this great. Why wouldn't those little guys want to get out there and play on this field? And the cheerleaders down here on our new track and jumping around and here they come. The little guys are out on the field, and we've got. I mean, those are some little guys.
There we go. Look at how excited.
We've got some coaches out there helping them with some flag. I think we're going to be on both ends playing, so we can just get some.
This is what it's about, folks. This is why.
I think the cheerleaders are getting ready to do a little cheer they worked on. And
well, we have a 3rd and 4th grade tackle team, and then we have a 5th and 6th grade tackle team, and then these little guys are part of our flag football program. So this is just building a football culture here. Coach Knuckles has a hand on every one of these, too. You talk about a guy who's committed and here all the time. And he's doing that all with a new baby at home. I mean, we talk all the time about how much we lose track of these guys being family men. These guys are family guys, and they come out here, and each one of these kids are just as important to them. These coaches with the cheerleaders, and this is what it's all about. This is family. You used to say it all the time when you broke down your huddles. It's family and Wes-Del's family, and this is just what it's all about.
It's fun to watch. It almost revitalizes and it energizes you to see all these little guys and girls out here. And you know what? They're here. They're cheering and doing all kinds of fun stuff. Look at them. They're all. You can tell they've worked on it. This means a lot to them. Means a lot to their parents, and just a lot of fun for everybody out there. We've got plenty of time to get to our interview. Those of you who are sitting on the edge of your seat, we'll get to that. But I want to bring as much of this as we can, because what a fun night for all these kids.
And there at the top of your screen, you can see the future of Warrior football. There you see some of the young guys in the flag football program. Again, these are younger than these would be your first, second grade.
They're tiny. Look at them.
There we go.
And a diving tackle.
It's so good the camera had trouble. That's a touchdown right there.
Got a touchdown on both ends.
Touchdown on the big field. And the fun thing is these kids get to come out here and play on this when they play their flag football. So this facility just is building not only the future of Warrior football, but tonight it's doing exactly what it's intended to do in a small community. You're building memories. You're seeing families out here, 2-3 generations out here watching their kids, their grandkids, and they're making memories on a Friday night, and they're laughing, and they're having a good time. And that's really what this facility is about, is bringing people together.
Got a little dance routine going now with the cheerleaders.
I like it. We got a kid out here. Look at this guy. He is ready to go over here in the red.
Yep.
He's lined up, and he's ready to go. Oh, we got a little dance going on by the QB, I think.
Well, it's hard not to when you get music out there playing.
Here we go. Now we get a little Barbie girl going down there with the cheerleaders.
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Look at them. They're trying to get that kid down. They got him down finally, but look at that.
We got these cheerleaders are doing Barbie Girl. That was
you
one
see
of your
the
favorite songs, I remember.
Yeah, I used to request it all the time when I was little. We'd call it in at the WBRN.
Looks like there's almost 100 little cheerleaders out there.
I think there
or
might
as
be.
we would say where we grew up, 100.
100. Here we go. Let's take a look at the yellow team versus the purple team up there.
Wow,
It's like the coaches got their hands full.
Yeah, those are some
Coach,
little
did you ever coach T-ball?
No, I tried to stay out of that.
I think everyone should coach T-ball.
Yeah, I stayed out.
Before they have kids. It's really good to do that before you have children.
And the cheerleaders are lining up
They
and
did a
marching
great
off.
job. Here we go. Let's see this. Let's see this play before we go to this. And nice fake by the quarterback. He's out to the outside, and I think he's still going. Oh, they got him.
Ripped it out.
Well, Coach, is it that time?
Cheerleaders are waving.
Cheerleaders are waving. They're on their way out. Is it that time to get to that interview?
Sure. Like I said, it was a great time this week. I got to sit down with head coach Josh Burkett, our new boys basketball coach, and we talked to all things basketball and things to come and a little bit about his journey and how he ended up here. So enjoy that. Right now we'll take you, and then when we come back, we'll be ready for some second half of football. But enjoy this interview here with myself and new head boys basketball coach Josh Burkett.
Hi, and welcome to the Wes-Del Sports Network halftime show. Today I'm here with special guest, new head boys basketball coach Josh Burkett. Coach Burkett, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And we're going to start off here with why don't you just tell us a little bit about your journey, where you've been before you came to Wes-Del. I know you are from Wes-Del,
Right.
but tell us where you've been leading up to getting you back to Wes-Del, and then we'll go from there.
Well, I've been quite a few places. I started off teaching and coaching. I actually started coaching when I was student teaching at Eastern. I was the varsity assistant boys basketball coach at Taylor High School. Did that for a year, then got my first teaching job at Pioneer. And I taught second grade there and was the JV boys basketball coach. And I actually coached junior high football. Fortunate to be my claim to fame is not in basketball, it's in football, because
Okay.
I was the head coach of Jack Kaiser, number 24 linebacker for Notre Dame. So
You got it prepared.
he made me look really good.
Yes,
I might have the winningest record in junior, outside of their current head football coach, varsity football coach. I think I have the winningest junior high football record, just because of him. And then I left there, went to Kokomo, was a varsity assistant at Kokomo High School, and then I got my first head coaching job at Lewis Cass.
Okay.
Did that for 2 years, left there, went to Western Boone High School, was the head basketball coach for 2 years, and then I left there to be the athletic director at Monroe Central for 2 years, and then now I'm back home at Wes-Del.
All those paths, coaching does that to us, by the way. I think I was at 8 or 9 schools also. Coaching does that. And so all those schools, you take a little something from them, all special in their own way and all things, but that path led you back to Wes-Del, where you were originally from, graduated. Why don't you tell us and remind us, I know some people know this already, but there are many people may not even know that you were a graduate of Wes-Del. And why don't you tell us what year and some of maybe the highlights of that time that you were here as a student athlete.
Sure. So I graduated in 2007. Was fortunate to be a part of. I played a 3-sport athlete. I played football, played basketball, played baseball. I actually ran track my freshman year because we didn't have a JV baseball team, and I knew I was going to play varsity, so I thought I could help the track team. So I ran.
And get that varsity letter.
Ran distance. I think they actually took the varsity letter away when you switched sports back then, but
No, maybe it was your running style.
it might have been my running style. I don't know. So fortunate to, as a baseball player, we actually won the conference my sophomore year.
Okay.
We were in a different conference with LaPel, Knightstown,
Right. The old
Shenandoah,
Rats, too.
Eastern Hancock. So it was solid competition. We won conference in 2005, and then we won sectional in 2006. I really thought we could have won in 2005 and 2007, my senior year, but obviously it's hard to win at varsity level, as
Sure.
you know. And then as a basketball player, my senior year in 2007, we were fortunate to win the last boys basketball sectional championship that we won, and we lost in a close game in the regional title at Frankfurt against Lafayette Central Catholic. So
Okay.
it was a lot of fun, and I had made a lot of great memories with some guys that I grew up with the likes of Nick Millspaul, Brandon McGuire, Mike Dowling. Those guys we grew up playing together, and
Right.
and back then you didn't just transfer all over the place. So we
Yeah.
played from when we were little boys, and Donnie and Rex coached us and moved all the way up, and we're fortunate to have success here. So we're Wes-Del kind of lifers in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, so you're able to come back, and now you're the boys' head varsity basketball coach. So you had a little bit of a chance to get your hands on the guys this summer and do some things. So how do you feel like the summer went? What are you looking for? What can we look forward to? And maybe just a couple of thoughts about the off season so far, your first off season here at Wes-Del.
Yeah, I think obviously, as you know, you're trying to find guys that are who's going to step up this summer and who's going to be who's going to really stand out, who's going to make those big gains and maybe push for a different role than you thought they might have. And I think we had some of those guys do that this summer, and they're starting to do it a little bit now in our preseason workouts. So we've kind of gotten after it. You know, you try to not be too intense in the summertime, make it somewhat fun, but you also want to get something out of it because that's development time. And then now we're into the preseason, and the way the IHSA's changed it now, we get 2 legit days to work with kids. So we have 2-hour practices, and we're working. It would be like a normal practice. And the energy in the gym is great. I've been very impressed with the guys' energy, what they're bringing to the table. And honestly, they've been really receptive to everything that there's. I mean, as with anything, like there's change.
Sure.
When there's a change in a coach, there's going to be change in philosophy of what we're going to do offensively, what we're going to do defensively. Coaching style's a little different. And so they've been really receptive to that. And so I've been blessed, and I think we've talked about this a little bit, but I feel like we may have one of the deeper teams definitely the deepest team I've ever coached, but one of the deeper teams that I've been a part of. So I'm excited to see what we can do.
Yeah, it's a good group. Obviously, you and I have talked a lot off camera and just personally about things that, you know, are just coaching wise and player wise and development wise and all the things about coming into a new program. You know, it's different every time you go somewhere new, and like you said, it's an adjustment, it's a change for the kids, but it's also an adjustment for the coaching staff too, and for you, and you getting to know all the guys and how they work and how they're best coached. So, you know, that whole thing is a process as you go. One of the most important things, though, that you bring with you is your family.
Yep.
So why don't you introduce us just a little bit and tell us a little bit about your family.
Yeah, so I'm lucky enough to be I married up, and
yes, you did.
to Sasha Burkett, who used to be Sasha Gill, graduated 2010 from Wes-Del, also was in the state championship in volleyball in 2009. That was the first one, I believe, before a run of where we kind of won a few then. So that was the start of Biff Wilson's career here as the coach.
Absolutely.
But she obviously is the better athlete in the family, so I'm fortunate, and I think our sons are fortunate to have her as a mom, so hopefully they'll be pretty good athletes.
Well,
but
it makes those accolades you were talking about a little pale in comparison, but, but we'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, minor, and I played a small part in those that success. But then we have our oldest son is Ezekiel. He's 6. He's in kindergarten now at the elementary. Has Mrs. Fields, so he's loving it. He's starting to come out of his shell a little bit and really loving it. Every day he comes over, he's excited. And that's because we have great elementary.
Yeah.
And then I've got Miles. He's our middle son, and he's 3. He's going to preschool right now. Well, sort of. Daycare, we call it preschool.
Yeah.
And then our youngest, Damon, is – I always question the number because he was 2 months premature, but I believe he's getting close to that 6 months old corrected age, but really 8 months.
All right.
I always screw up the terminology, but that's my family, and we're, again, Wes-Del lifers. And
that's right.
Now that Zeke's in kindergarten, we got back home.
That's right, and we're glad to have you back. So last question here. Coming back to Wes-Del as now a teacher, you know, in the administrative role and all the things that you're doing here, what was the biggest adjustment to you? Because I did this once at my old school when I went back as a teacher, and I had a lot of the teachers in the building still. So has there been any kind of an adjustment with that at all?
Honestly, there hasn't been as much as I thought there might be. I know if I would have come back earlier, it would have probably been because most of the teachers I had now have somewhat retired.
Right.
Mrs. Bland's still here. Obviously, my mother-in-law's here now, but that's a completely different relationship.
Sure.
But most of the teachers that I had in school have retired.
Yeah,
so
you're getting old.
I'm getting to that age, which it feels weird. I remember being younger and thinking that this was old. 34 is old, and it's not even close.
It's not.
So,
no, it's not. Well, on behalf of myself and all of Wes-Del, you know, and you know I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I wish you nothing but the best, and I'll be your biggest fan, and seeing in the crowd at those games that I decided to come to, because now I don't have to after 30 years. But I wish you guys and the program the best. I know you're going to do great here. I know great things are coming for the program and for you, and I know that Wes-Del basketball is in great hands with head coach Josh Burkett. So
Appreciate that.
on behalf of him and his family, welcome to Wes-Del, and we're going to take you back to the second half of hopefully this Wes-Del win here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
And we're back here at Paul L. Parker Field. You had some halftime entertainment there. Got to see a little bit of everything. Had the elementary cheerleaders, had the elementary flag football teams, and Coach, there were some interesting things going on. I saw a couple of coaches having to correct some behavior, and then you got to see our Warrior Pep Band in action and doing a nice job there, entertaining the folks here for halftime.
All kinds of good stuff going on. Just one more way that you talk about using this facility up tonight with all kinds of different activities. We've had the band out here. We got youth leagues out here. We got youth cheerleading out here. We've got a varsity football game going on, and we had all kinds of good things. Just fun night.
If you missed any of the first half, it was quite the quarterback show, as it has been all year for North White with Quaz Barth, and he is well over 1,000 yards rushing now, probably almost 1,100 yards rushing for the season, and upwards of almost, I believe, unofficially approaching 20 touchdowns in only 4.5 games, technically. And
yeah, he's a good player, and I would like to say I could see a weakness in him right now, but I don't. He's athletic, he's strong, he follows his blockers well. He's a good player.
And you talked about it in the first half a lot, and you saw it, and that was they may not have a lot of weapons, but they are very solid and very simple in the scheme they're running, but they block really well to get him. They pull, he follows, and he knows where to go, and you cannot arm tackle him. You have to get his legs.
Yeah, if you're going to go try to hit him high, you're just going to that's why he's averaging 12.9 or whatever it is, and probably gone up after this half. But he just does a great job of eluding tackles initially, but when he does, he's not afraid of contact at all. He runs right through contact if you try to tackle him high. So no arm tackles tonight. That's not going to work. If you're going to bring him down, you better force him out of bounds on the sideline, or you better get a tackle and then have some help, because he is not afraid to make contact.
And just going to about a minute left here before we start getting things going again. And again, we talked about tomorrow's a big day for the Warrior girls golf program, as they will be underway with sectional. And good luck to the Warriors girls golf team. Girls JV volleyball will be at Daleville in the JV tournament. Our middle school volleyball team will be at the Selma Invite. I believe that's 6th grade only.
Yes, usually.
And then the cross-country team be running in the Yorktown Jim Leffler Invite at 10 o'clock.
Okay. That used to be the first race of the year, but must have gotten moved back a little bit, and it's probably due to they probably wanted to run that on their homecoming week.
That's not a bad call. And then the rest of the week looks kind of like this. You've got some volleyball taking place with the middle school on Monday. They host Muncie Burris here. And Tuesday, they have host again Eastern Hancock. And then our girls varsity JV volleyball team are going to Frankton on Wednesday.
Yeah,
and then turn right around Thursday. They head to Jay County.
Yeah, it'll be a good test for the girls. Both those teams are quality teams. We've played Jay County and beat them in the Noblesville Invitational, and Frankton's a good team. So that'll be an interesting 2 games on the road.
And then next Friday, you and I and Mr. Producer travel down to the Parker City Farmland area for Monroe Central. And then the next day, the Warrior varsity volleyball team is in the Blue River Shootout.
You want me to tell you what the best part of
waking up is?
Well, breakfast. What is it? Folgers in your cup.
Yes. I didn't know where you're going with that.
No, what I was going to say, the best part of this Monroe Central game is this remote camera we have, because if you remember 2 years ago, you and I sat on the top of the roof there.
They can go back and find that one if they want to dig deep, and I was frozen.
Yeah, we were freezing.
Because the wind was
scared.
And I did not dress for the weather of being outside on top. And there's a kickoff, and North White, again, they get this one for the second half, and we have got to tackle. And there is a tackle finally made there by Jonah Whitworth and Zachariah Reno.
They deferred. They actually won the toss and deferred, so they obviously wanted to get the ball to start the second half, which they will.
And 36-12, 11:55 here, just barely into our second half of play. Again, this was a 7:30 start because they were literally coming from Indiana Beach. That's about the area they come from.
Well, there's more than corn up there. There's football.
There's football, and there's a quarterback that can really move the ball. That's Hunt, tackled there by A.J. Nallman. And a nice job by A.J. again, playing with a bad wheel there. He's took an injury. As you can see it taped up there on the right ankle. He took an injury at Southern Wells. So pickup of about 3, 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 41. And the Warriors here coming out in the second half, they just want to make some adjustments. Definitely want to stop the run. Definitely key in on the quarterback. And then offensively try to get that ball back and start moving. And they did a pretty good job on 2 possessions. But North White does do a good job of churning up the clock.
Yeah, well, their running game's the best part of their offense. And when you can do that and then get first downs, you're going to take up a lot of time.
And on that one were your linebackers, both A.J. Nauman and Grayson Mealy.
And you can see Brock is toughing it out tonight, but that's the kind of kid he is. He's taped up, ready to go, but he is favoring that leg a little bit at this point in the game.
And it's going to be 3rd and 2, ball on the 46, 10:50 to go in the third quarter here. They're just right there at midfield, almost ready to go across the 50 there on the Warrior head. And on a beautiful night, you can see there just how nice of a night it really is and how nice of a view you have there from home. Vikings have it, and the handoff there, and nice. That one in the backfield now.
Maybe
now he shifts out of it, and he is down the sideline, got more blockers. He goes past one. He's still on his feet. He finally knocked out of bounds there by Corbin Price, but
no flag.
What a job.
There is a flag on the play. And I think it's going to be on us, though. I think it's hands to the face. I don't know who it's going to be on. It's either a face mask on us or hands to the face.
It's a face mask on us.
Well, that'll tack on some
more.
Yeah,
Slick Rick over there is already pointed. He doesn't do a very good job of just keeping it quiet. He wants to let everybody know he's here, he's important. So every time he makes a little pointy action.
You ever want to think about what it's like to be a head coach of a smaller school, then you realize Coach Knuckles is down there fixing a helmet right in the middle of a game.
Yeah.
You do a little bit of everything.
Luke Powers' helmet, I believe.
Luke Powers' helmet.
Come on, guys.
I give him credit. Coach Knuck knows how to fix it and get it ready to go. That's a guy who's been coaching football for a long time. And here comes Blake Whitehead in street clothes, so he's done for the night.
That's not good. Here's the call, and I got a face mask on us. It took him
Took us 2 seconds to figure it out, but
yeah, it took you 2 seconds to figure that out. It took them all of about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get that out for that one fella across the field to tell
they're talking to each other. How far am I supposed to go? He didn't go. He needed to go 5 more, buddy.
He's going now. He stopped.
Yep.
What was that?
Well, what?
Yeah, this is.
I told you.
You know, I got called out.
You did.
My family called me out.
Yeah,
I said, you don't have anything nice to say. Don't say anything at all. Here's what I'm going to say. I'll say all the bad things for you. Let me clarify that.
We're not.
Let me say the bad things for all of you so you don't have to. I'm just saying what you're thinking.
There's a handoff up the gut.
And
tackle
we got
made.
Tackle made there. And coming up from the bottom of that one is going to be Dallas Godby and Brock Nauman. Brock's been in a lot of tackles, and Eli Watt lost his shoe. He is running off the field with his shoe.
There you go. He did. He found it, though.
Yeah, he got it.
You got to get over here. Eli, get over on the – there you go. Get out of –
He's got to get in the box.
Get in the player's box there.
9:53 to go, 36-12, and they are knocking on the door. 2nd and 5. Ball is on the 6-yard line. And Quasbarth, which I don't think – I've been saying that all night. I swear that's not how you pronounce his name, but that's what we've been going with. And he gives it to Hunt, and Hunt still fighting inside there. Tackle made by Godby, Mealy. There's one more in there. Triton Blevins. The clock will run. It's going to be
down to about the 2, so 3rd and goal from the 2.
Yep.
9:15 and running.
Well, I could just walk out of here. You just do my job.
No, we'll work together.
Okay, we'll do it together. We'll take this baby home together.
Yeah, so it could be a quarterback sneak
yeah,
grab
it is,
the gut.
Absolutely. And they have shoved him right in.
No, that's a tough one to stop right there.
Yeah, and they
That's
just
a
got
touchdown.
behind there, and it's a touchdown, and it's going to be 42-12 now, and that will put it close to the running clock. What is it, 35, Coach?
35 is the running clock, so we're getting close.
And they're going to go for 2. They have yet to kick all night, so that is not uncommon for North White. So nothing out of the ordinary for them to go for 2. No unsportsmanlike. This is their normal game. And I'm going to say Hunt, C.J. Hunt.
Good call.
And it was C.J. Hunt, and it is a 2-point conversion. And that's going to make it 44-12. I've seen a lot of people with these snow cones, and I'm going to tell you what, they don't like chinch you out of anything. Have you seen the size of those snow cones?
Yeah, and did you see how much syrup was in that, baby?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
not a sponsor, but
I'm not saying that I wouldn't go for one, but there's a beautiful.
I always started talking about snow cones, and Mr. Producer got up.
Man, he got up and he started moving.
I think he's leaving. He's going to get one.
I'll see you guys.
Well,
our wireless system is not working.
Oh, that's not good. So we have the main camera. Yeah, that's what you're seeing now, folks. We're trying to get our wireless system down on the field where we have a couple of camera guys, and we're doing a little reset here. And by we, I mean Mr. Producer. We're just standing
like
here.
always. I feel like I'm in the way.
We're just standing here filling in. But you get a beautiful look there of Paul L. Parker Field in the not a better setting in northwest Delaware County.
We're looking. Yeah, that's okay.
This is. I feel like a third wheel.
Yeah, I got uncomfortable. You were talking about how nice of a night it was, and almost like it was nice. Bring your date out here for a nice evening of football, and Mr. Producer.
Or as Alan Jackson would say, I'll settle for a burger and a grape snow cone.
Well, yeah. The whole time you were talking, executive producer's breathing down my neck.
All right, folks. Let's get reorganized.
Here we go. Here's the kickoff.
That's Corbin Price with it. And Corbin's got around the corner there and tackled there by number 34.
Another good one.
That is Cade DeBoard. Not spelled like the DeBoards from Wes-Del.
Good to see who that number 65 was. We got a new number out there, not on our program.
For our team?
Yeah.
This would just be consistent. 65 is a new number. We've had a new number every week.
I'm trying to see if it's somebody in a different. I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, I think that's Elijah Wright, I think.
Okay. That's what we're going to go with for now, folks. Here's the Warriors, 1st and 10, ball on the 44. Trying to answer that last couple of scores here by North White. It's going to be a fake pitch. That one's off to Mason Davis. Davis with some room, and nice little misdirection. Nice
pickup. Picks up about 6 there.
Yeah. No, he picked up, Technically, he picked up 6, but the spot continues to move 1,000 times from the far side. I just got to quit even looking at him.
Oh, well, it's almost like we're playing on the deck of a boat. Just keep shifting back and forth. You think you're someplace, and they run backwards and then forwards.
The USS Crappy over there. 44-12. Trying to. Blevins has it here. 2nd down.
Ooh,
handoff. That is.
I think that's Brock.
I don't think that was Brock.
Okay.
That's number 30.
Brock's out. That's Riker Malk.
That was Riker Malk. So we're getting some younger guys in here.
He did a nice job because they ran into each other, obviously.
Yeah.
So a young guy, probably just a little off of where normally you would expect Brock to be.
Couple of smart moves there. Number 1, Brock's playing on a bad ankle.
Yes.
So why, it's 44-12. Why waste when you can get Riker in here, who is your JV running back, and he had a great game against Southern Wells the other night in JV, and get him some reps here in the varsity because he's going to have to be ready to go here early next year, maybe sometime late this year. And
thrown
out went out to Corbin Price. Corbin's a little stiff arm there, and
be just short, but I'm sure we'll go for it.
Yeah, I would think so. We're across the 50, so see what kind of spot we get here.
So
these guys are
4th and about 2.
This is not textbook. 4th and 2, and Dooley comes in, and Corbin Price going to come off for this possession, this play. 7:06 to go. Warriors just really keep working on themselves here. You've got Riker Mock, it looks, in the backfield. In motion is Adams. That one is kept, and
yeah, they're calling it first down.
That's a first down.
Listen, I'm going to tell you where you are making one of your mistakes, and that is you're looking at the wrong line judge. You just look at the guy on our side. He's a much better.
I can't get away from the guy at the top.
I know, and that's just making you mad. Look at the guy down here.
Yeah,
He does a lot better job with the spots.
I'll try, but it's going to take everything I've got not to talk to that guy on the far side when we get back. But I know if I talk to him, I'll just feel like I've been warped into a black and white show in Mayberry, which I love. Great show. Yeah. Levens, that's going to be Riker again. Riker breaking tackles, a nice carry by Riker Mock. And I like this out of the young guys. We see Cam Vonderschmidt a little bit in like the last few weeks, and he's been seeing some more time. And now Riker comes in, and this is always good to have a freshman coming in carrying the ball like this. And he's got a sophomore ahead of him who can carry it just as effectively. So
yeah, and they have not changed. I was looking out there to see if they've changed up their defense, and it looks like they still have most of their starters in. So we're going. This is still against first team defense.
And the Warriors moving it, and that's again to Mock. Mock across it and carrying it even further. And he's down to the 30-yard line. That's a first down, 1st and 10, and Riker Mock doing an excellent job right here.
Nice. Several nice carries in a row. Again, all that starts up front. Get good blocking, and then Riker's doing a good job of running north and south and just running behind those blockers.
And you are correct. It's still the number ones versus the number ones out there, and our blockers are still working hard and moving the ball. This is a good sign. Adams in motion now, and that's off to Mason Davis. He's got a blocker, and he's up into the inside now. Blow it dead, guys. Blow it dead.
They got it. See what they got, the forward progress all the way out to almost the, what is that, the 25, 26-yard line. So Mason able to pick up 6 yards on that play. They're calling it 2nd and 5. I'll give him a short 4.
Yeah, 5:13 to go.
Nice drive here.
And here we go. Levens, and then motion is Davis. Levens back out quick to Dooley. Dooley dropped it.
And Dooley's got it. That's the best thing he could have done is drop it. Because
that guy was coming.
Well, that and Dooley forgot the rule in high school. If you have a knee down, when you catch it, you're down.
Yeah.
So he would have lost a bunch of yards on that. You can't have any part of your knee or elbow or anything on the ground, or you're down automatically.
And that's going to make it 3rd and 5. And we're on the, shouldn't be any different. The board changed it to the 27, but it shouldn't have been any change. We didn't lose anything. But anyway, Levens here on 3rd down.
Riker
Hand off to Riker Mock. Riker Mock up the middle.
Go.
He might get down there. Nice job to tackle there by number 44. That is McCutcheon.
Great.
But that's a first down for the Warriors again. And again, same setup there that you see a lot with Brock. And Brock's had success running that same play. He did a lot at Southern Wells. And that works for us with our big guys up front making some room there. And Riker Mock taking advantage of those holes, just like Brock Nauman has been able to do.
Well, we talked about it with Cam Vonderschmidt, establishing a little bit of depth with young guys.
Yeah, I love it.
And that's what we're doing here. I'm starting to find out that maybe Riker's another option here.
Yeah.
And that comes with time and getting more comfortable with the offense. And now,
well, the best thing you can do is, Riker's getting both JV and varsity snaps, and that's what you want. That's how you want to develop. There's a pass to Adams. He's got him. Touchdown, Trey Adams. And that's another Blevins to Adams. Touchdown. Nice little play, Coach.
Yeah, caught him right on the inside. The ball was on him before he was even able to make a adjustment to it. The ball was right over the shoulder of the defender and right in Trey's arms. Trey, to his credit, didn't look back. In fact, I thought he wasn't going to look back in time, but he did and caught it and was able to get the touchdown there.
44-18 now, and a nice job there of the Warriors of going down there. Excellent job by the line to grind it out and move the ball, and then nice pass protection, and great job by Blevins to put it just over the shoulder, and Adams came back and caught it. Nice play all around. And here we go, going for 2.
Give it to Riker and see if he can run
Riker
it in.
is going to run it in for 2, and there you go. Nice job by Riker Malk, and the Warriors strike again, and there's your light show, folks. And
good job for Riker. That's
it is now 44-20. I like that.
Nice little reward for him for a good job of running down the field. So, he was a big part of that drive.
Yes, he was. And, the other thing that was nice to see there is one of the first guys to meet him when he came off was Brock Nauman.
Absolutely. Good teammates always it doesn't matter if you're in there, they're part of the team, you're part of the team. We want success. That's what we want. So that's a great job. So our cheerleaders getting into it a little bit here. Now we'll come back and kick off and see if we can hold them, get a defensive stop here.
And they are getting ready to talk about the corporate sponsors here over the PA. Our corporate sponsors are scrolling. Well, now they're right there in front of you, folks.
There they are.
Right there on the screen are our corporate sponsors. Those are the athletic directors. Corporate sponsors: Montgomery Insurance School, Martin Insurance, Campus Rentals, Property Pros, Pizza King, and Young's Title and Abstract. But, yeah, and I think, again, I go back to if when you're in a game like this, Brock was just grinding it out in that first half on that leg. And, you as Knuckles knows, that's a sophomore. You don't want to do any damage to him that you don't have to do. And you got a lot of tough games, games that are really circled on your calendar the rest of the way out, and you're going to need Brock in top shape. So no reason to chance getting him hurt. And then it gives a great opportunity for our younger guys to get out there, and they are really getting things done. It just tells you the direction that we have this program going with Coach Knuckles. And there we go. Make a tackle right there. Good job, boys. Tackle made there by number 4 for us. That was Tecumseh Dyer.
Another freshman. Yeah, it's good things whenever you can see those young guys out there getting playing time. And I don't know, you didn't read it off a minute ago. So what this may tell me with some of the younger guys we're playing is we may not have a JV game this week. Maybe we just don't have one with as far as everybody's traveling.
It could be because of the distance. So we've got a lot of guys playing that.
You can give some guys more time, not worry about their quarters. And
that is a good thing. Well, and they don't have as many guys, so they may not have a JV team if you look across the field.
Yeah.
And so they have less guys than we have in this total, and that could have been the agreement made. That is a long drive back and forth. So, and that is going to bring up 2nd and 7, ball on the 43-yard line.
See if we can hold them here. Get a stop and a score, and you're right back in it.
That is just what I was thinking. And that was a way of fake, and that's going to be Wasbarth with it. And he is tackled by Triton Blevins, finished off by Grayson Mealy there. And a nice job.
Enough for the first down. Well, good job of tackling, better job of tackling. We just now have to.
He's got such good speed. I mean, he gets – and it doesn't take him long to get up to that speed. As good-sized kid as he is, he gets to that top speed pretty quick. And I've been really impressed with his ability to change direction and his shiftiness.
Yeah, he is. And he also, I can't mention enough that he is not afraid to run through a tackle.
Here it is. He's going to the outside again. He's being pursued now.
Cuts back
getting blocked inside. Now coming out to the outside. And that is Grayson Mealy who finally pushes him out. Again, you may be taking a little away from his blockers, because if you're watching at home and you watch the lead blockers with him too, he uses them well, and they really react to him. If you watch him put his hand in their back and he kind of guides them where he wants them to go, and they react to that. But, I mean, they've got some really big kids. They may not have a lot of kids, but they've got a lot of good-sized kids in the positions that they need. If you look out there right now, you see 77, 62. These are 44, 54. These are big guys.
They are not running anything very complicated.
No,
it's just running it very well.
And that's kind of where we're trying to do the same thing. There's a
same play
to the outside, coming to the outside, and there's a block in the back, I believe.
That one should come back. That one should come back. For as well as they've run their blocking schemes, that one was pretty obvious. That's the bad thing, though, about running this kind of offense. If you are going to get an illegal block, it's going to be right out there in the open.
Yeah, you're going to see it.
So that'll back them up a little bit. That'll take it back to about 2nd and 7, I'm guessing. 2:32 to go here in the third.
Warriors now looking at a second. They haven't readjusted it on the board.
I'd say 2nd and 7.
Yeah. See if we can get a stop here. That one handed off. That's going to be Hunt. And he is tackled. Grayson's got him, but he's a tough kid.
Yeah, he spins forward, and he's going to be just short. That'll bring up 3rd and short, maybe 3rd and a yard. I haven't seen the church clap yet tonight.
I was just thinking to myself, I was paused here and I was thinking, you know what we need? Little church clap energy. It'll be pulled out here soon.
So maybe they don't have it queued up. We did hear some splish splash.
I don't know what was going on when that was being played. And he fakes that one going to the outside, and then he's got a lot of room before he's finally tackled. Now he got out of it, broke through.
That's
a touchdown.
That's a tough run right there, my gosh. That's a touchdown. So where we thought we might get a stop here and get ourselves right back in, and unfortunately we run into maybe the best player we're going to see all year.
Easily.
He's able to bust through some tackles, and he's run that sideline like a tightrope up and down that sideline.
I'm trying to think officially he's close to 4 or 5 touchdowns tonight at least.
Yeah, he's getting there, and he
well
is
over.
not hurting himself statistically.
No.
If you need security, but by the way, it's right behind you.
Oh, good. I was hoping.
Extra point is
that's
good.
The number 7. That is Landon Folks. He's also a senior, so it's 52-20, and we got a quick break here. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Football on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance. And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Coach, I got the church clap.
Yeah, I think I manifested that. Yeah, Mr. Producer wants me to pick some lottery numbers for him.
Sorry, I had to eat that caramel.
Charleston Chew.
That Charleston Chew. That's going to be Owen Long again.
Long's had a couple. Take that.
Go.
Oh, he held on to it, though. I'll give him credit because that was a hit.
Man.
Owen's going to feel that one tomorrow.
That was a helmet-to-helmet. Unintentional.
No, he was falling, and the other guy was low to make the tackle, and they just hit. That was a hard hit.
Well, the good news is they got it.
He held on to it, too.
He held on to it, and they got an inaccurate spot.
Wow.
It's a yard short. But at this point, we're just splitting hairs. 1:38 to go in the third quarter. The Warriors, a nice possession last time when they had it and moved it down the field, scored. Let's see what we can do here.
Continuing with Riker Malk in there, and that's going to be...
It's going to be Trey Adams, and that is
one's going nowhere.
Blow that little extracurricular there, White Hat. Not intentional, nothing bad, but you got to blow that thing dead. He knocked him back 12 yards.
He was backpedaling, trying to get out of the play, and I'm not sure he could blow the whistle while he was backpedaling. But he did get forward progress.
See how you sneak that? You sneak yours in. Mine are blatant. You just sneak yours in.
Loss of 3 on that one.
And you just move right on past it. 2nd and 13, 41-yard line. Here is Blevins.
It'll be Riker again.
Hand off to Riker. Riker's going to go down. And
back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that is, going to be about 3rd and 10.
I would love to see Riker have a great off-season in the weight room because I think he'd be a really nice compliment to Brock next year.
Oh, I agree.
And I think he's going to keep getting time, but I just think if he could sell out in that weight room and get in there like Brock and Grayson and Dallas, and he's got some good role models above him that really love the weight room.
Yeah.
Dallas Godby,
Luke Powers.
Just follow their lead, get in that weight room, and boy, you'll see a big difference, and he'll be really ready to carry some of that load next year.
There's a pass play.
That's
Ooh,
tipped.
that one got tipped at the line.
He's trying to go to Mason Davis, I believe.
Some good pressure coming from the Vikings there. That was number 60 getting in there, and that is Noah Mossholder. I tell you what, Coach. They have got some names.
They got some different names up there around the
Monon,
the beautiful Lake Schaefer,
and Monticello, Indiana area. There is more than common names up there around Indiana Beach, and we're going to be punting this one away.
Get it away.
Ooh, that was close.
It works out all right.
Vonderschmidt closing that
it's
one out.
on.
No, get on it. Get on it.
Ah.
Oh, that has got to be a hold.
Oh, and this is not the guy you want to wrestle with, Mason.
I know, but I felt like there was a hold back there.
Yeah.
You hate to see things get a little chippy here, but I've seen a few things. And
When was the last time you went to Indiana Beach, or have you ever been there?
Yeah, I went to Indiana Beach probably. My mom and dad are down there. I could probably go out and ask them. I'm going to say 1986 or 87.
Probably about the last time I was there, too.
Yeah. The difference was I was 7 and in kindergarten, and you were
17.
senior.
So that probably has been longer than that because I don't think I was there that late in my high school career.
Yeah. It's not open anymore, is it?
I think it's back open.
Is it?
I don't know.
I never see that. I never see that commercial, but it's ingrained in my memory.
Yeah.
That crow. Beautiful Monticello, Indiana.
Yeah,
proving once again there's more than corn in Indiana.
Yeah, see? That's where we're at.
Did people really talk like that at one time? I don't believe it.
I think so. Just the cool people. That's the end of the third quarter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the end of the third quarter, but we're just going to stay with it because I can't get away from this. I don't know. I just can't figure out why anyone someday would just say, I'm going to I'm going to talk like that. And then eventually somebody's like, hey, we're done. We're done doing that.
Yeah.
We're done doing that. See?
Oh, yeah, we are, see?
And why'd the crow talk like that in Indiana?
I don't know. I think because that's probably when Indiana Beach opened back then.
See?
I know they had a haunted house that was like real, like an original dark ride that you rode through. I remember that.
Folks, if you're in the chat and you're old enough to know what the attractions at Indiana Beach, that's our new theme tonight. What were the best attractions at Indiana Beach if you went? And
I can remember.
Couldn't you get like a ticket from just about anything, like a pop can?
I think you got. I think it was like a quarter to get in.
Yeah.
But then you had to pay for a wristband.
We got an RC Cole and a moon pie. It had a ticket to Indiana Beach on it.
There's a
keeper. Good fake there, and he is gone.
Unless Trey makes a tackle.
Gone.
And he does, just barely.
Yeah, that kid is so fast when
Tonight
he gets going.
is not going to hurt his averages. It's going to take those up.
This kid, folks, I'm gonna look at the end of the year. This kid is going to finish easily as the top rusher in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the rest of their schedule to see who they play, but I do know that he has taken care of business so far this year, and I don't even see, and I could be wrong, I did go to the eye doctor today, but I did not see a even backup quarterback listed.
Well, I wouldn't. I mean, but at one point you got to worry about him getting hurt. Like you can't. I wouldn't think you play him all the time, but I guess they might. I mean,
if he's running like this every game, he's not getting hit
now,
all
this
lot.
is 34.
Now he's leading blocker on this play.
This is 34.
That was Hunt with the carry.
I thought that was 34. That's Cade DeBoard.
Oh, okay. My
They
bad.
announced the wrong guy.
Yeah, that threw me off.
See, we got them. They just take correction. Yeah,
see?
See, we're on it. See.
Oh, my. There's a lot of people hitting the mute.
Yes. At this point, they're like, what are they doing?
Hit subscribe, folks, if you want to help us out.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hit subscribe. I mean, why wouldn't you? Please hit subscribe.
And that
it's right
is
up the middle.
Right up the middle. I think that is Hunt. And tackle made by Luke Powers. And Jonah Whitworth was in there along with one Mr. Dallas Godby.
So we'll bring 3rd and 4.
Look at the size of the white hat. I mean, that's engineer style hat. I mean, that thing is sitting on top of that noggin.
Yeah, it's a big hat.
And it is a big hat. I mean, that thing is, he's bringing it.
He borrowed that from Mr. Red.
That is Hunt.
That's
and
going to be, let's see, where do they spot him? Don't look at that side either. Look at this side.
I think we got a hurt Warrior. He's getting up. That's a tough Warrior if it's Godby. It is Godby. I'm telling you, that kid, he takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
He's going to come out for a play. Just give him a quick break.
He doesn't want to. Man, he gets hit every time. Good kid.
Killing in the weight room, though. He's getting stronger. I saw him today, and I was just thinking, man, he's really helped himself out by that weight room.
And that is the board, and he is rumbling, stumbling right in. And
ran through a couple arm tackles.
It is going to push that up past, and the clock will not stop from here on out, except for extra points.
I think it stops on extra points, and like you said, and that's about it. Timeouts, if you call a timeout.
Well, sometimes you just pick people up and you say, we don't know. And this one was one where we didn't know, and
it'll be a little bit better
next year
matchup next year. We got a lot of guys back.
Most of these guys we're rattling off are leaving, and we've got most of our guys back. So now he's going to pass, and that knocked down. That was knocked down by Grayson, I believe. Grayson Mealy maybe was in on that one, and a couple other guys. So we're still fighting, and we're just going to stay here because, folks, why would we leave? The conversation's so good.
Well, if you were sitting at home right now and you're thinking, I'm going to go get something to drink, what else could I do? What you could do is push the subscribe button.
We're pushing that.
Because it's really going to help.
We haven't got any, unless I haven't hit a refresh. We haven't got any. We need them, folks. Need those subscribe buttons.
56% of our viewers are not subscribed yet.
56% of our viewers don't subscribe?
And you could do is just push that button. Why wouldn't you just push it?
I would just, right now what I would do, I would just reach out and I'd tap that on my screen. I'd tap the subscribe button. I would.
Yeah.
And then I'd call my friend. I'd say,
hey friend.
I'd say, hey friend.
And I'd say, about subscribing
have you subscribed to the Wes-Del Sports Network yet? And they would probably say, well, no, I haven't. And then I would say, well, get on there and hit it. They are talking about Indiana Beach.
What else do you have to do besides push subscribe?
58-20, they're talking about Indiana Beach on beautiful Lake Schaefer in Monticello, Indiana. And why? Because this team's from Monon. They're around that area. There we go. That's Owen. Owen has been getting all kind. Nice.
I think Owen's ran back 4 or 5.
Yeah, and I like that. They're all right there picking him up. All the guys are a little bit of energy. Good job, Owen. Bringing it.
He got it all the way back to the 45, so good starting position for him.
And I like our guys still staying with it. Good energy. And now they'll go back out here and let's just keep moving the ball. They can't help themselves. I mean, they set it down, and then they just, one of them will walk over and go, I think I'm going to move this. And in my mind, they're going, I think I'm going to move this. Yeah. And they just shift the ball every once in a while. Here we go. 1st and 10 on the 44. In motion is Mason Davis. We're going to throw, and we got a guy. Oh,
right through Jonah's hands.
Right through Jonah Whitworth's hands. Again, equal opportunity offender here, Coach. Hit him right in the hands. We're spot.
He'd like to have that one back.
Let's give a shout-out to our managers who work
absolutely
extremely hard down there. Why don't you tell us who our managers are? You can see them down there.
Don't mind if I do.
And by work hard, I mean they've got themselves
Taylor Watt, Ruby Stewart, Amaya Dobbs, Riley Hill.
And they've enjoyed a shaved ice, it looks like.
Yeah, they deserve it.
They do.
They'll be working late after this game's way over.
Cleaning it all up. That's Riker Malk.
2 hands on the ball.
Keep going, Riker. Right across there. That's close to a first down.
Good fundamental run right there. Both hands on the ball.
Give it to him. They're going to give it to him. Look at this guy.
Yes, he did.
I like this guy.
I told you.
I'm telling you, the guy down here, I'm going to say it, folks. I like this guy.
I told you.
You're right. He is the good guy. He is the one I like. Chalk it. Write it down. The guy at the lower bottom of your screen, our line guy, boom. Got it. And nice job by the Warriors. 1st and 10, balls on the 46. 8:20 now.
Clock will run.
That went away, and they've got
sides on us. I think we jumped a little early.
Somebody got hit. Luke Powers.
Luke said sorry.
Luke Powers just lit 22 up.
Luke said sorry about
and went over and patted him on the shoulder and says, sorry, bud.
Oh, they called it on them.
Did they?
Okay. All right.
Oh. And if you know Luke, that's just pure Luke right there. He just lit that kid up and then was like, oh, man, I'm sorry, man. My bad. All right. It's going to be 1st and 5, and the ball's on the 41. Warriors here making things happen on this possession. Davis in motion. That one's going to be – that one was –
Riker again?
Yeah, that one they were all over.
Yeah, he was lucky that we held on to the ball on that one because they got through the line pretty quick on that. Took a little too long to develop. Oh, stays right where it's at, able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Clock running. Down to almost 7 minutes left in the game. Here's Blevins getting everybody set and ready. In motion is Davis. It's a quick pass to Abdullah. Abdullah's got room. Plenty of blockers. Cuts inside. Got one man to beat. Down the sideline and caught there by number, 32. I believe, 32. That is Hunt. That gets to Abdullah. But Abdullah not only picks up a first down, but he puts us inside the 10-yard line. And it's going to be on the 8, I believe. Nice job by Triton Blevins. Little screen there to Abdullah. And Abdullah made something out of some open grass.
Yeah, he was able to get right down that sideline and pick up a big chunk of yardage there. Sometimes it's just about getting that ball out quick and getting it to the right people and go.
It's 58-20 here. And hand off to Riker Malk. Riker's got room. Riker's spinning, and he is in. No signal. Why is there no signal?
They called him down. They called his knee down, which it was close. It's at the 1.
First down, I believe. No?
I think it was. That
was 1st and goal.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2nd, and actually it's a little shorter than that. It's just inside the 2, so 2nd and goal from the 2.
It's a good shot there from our sideline camera. Want to give a shout out to the students running our camera down there. Those are Sports Network students. This will be a sneak. Yep.
It is.
And it is. Triton should be in. And he's in for a touchdown. Triton Blevins gets that one, and it will push it to 26 for the Warriors, and it's going to be 58-26. I assume we'll go for 2.
Yeah, unless they want to work on their kicking game, I guess at this point, if you're something you want to work on. But it looks like we'll go for 2. And those of you that were wondering, the clock does stop once there's a touchdown.
It isn't right now.
And the clock does not stop once there's a touchdown.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to, but it isn't stopping. I thought on extra points it was supposed to stop.
Maybe not.
I guess not.
I'm guessing on change of possession it does, I think.
Yeah, we're going to find out. These guys don't care. And Triton rolling out, looking for somebody, last minute, lets it go. That one's a little too far.
Tried to get that one to Trey again, and that time just a little over his head.
And now the clock stops.
There you go. Just like I said,
I'm sure we're wrong.
After that.
I'm sure we're wrong. You know, these guys have seen so many IHSA and State Farm, Indiana Farm Bureau, whatever.
Stay here.
We're just going to stay here with them.
Tony Cox down there had his work cut out for him a little bit tonight, taking care of Blake and a couple other
Yeah, Blake
guys.
Whitehead in street clothes. That's not a that's a little bit of a concern. I haven't. Is he up walking around?
He's sitting on the cart, so we'll see what we find out from that.
It
afterwards.
was a knee. I do know that because they had the ice on the knee, so that's always scary. Have to look and see what happens. But I think other than that, I think the coaching staff's done a nice job of taking care of some of the guys that are banged up a little bit, and also getting an opportunity to see the depth on our team and showing that. And that's one thing that I'm going to take away from this game as a positive note. Maybe not so much if you look at the scoreboard, but I saw a lot positive about our depth and where our program's going. And you know what I love about it, Coach, is sometimes I always say this, I've been saying this a lot, is, you know, we get so concerned with results, and even our kids, we like to emulate results. And we like to emulate, you know, that highlight, but we don't emulate the process. It takes a long time to change a culture and build a program.
Yeah.
You've been through it.
Yeah, it does.
And so
it doesn't happen in 1 or 2 years. We've had turnover in our coaching staff with 3 of the last 4 years. Some of these seniors have played for 3 different coaches. So
nice job, Breen. That was Owen. Was that Owen Long, number 5?
Yes.
Nice job by Owen. I thought it was Reno at first, but that
Guess who that is? That's the guy that's been running all over everybody.
Yeah.
So that's a nice single tackle right there. So,
but going back into it, it's just people, Warrior Nation, you just got to listen to us. So we're going to say it a lot, but it takes time to build
what it takes
a program.
Yeah, what it takes is what you saw at halftime. Those little guys learning the game at kindergarten, first, second, third grade, again, loving the game of football, and then you have more excitement, and then you have a great facility like we have now, and you'll continue to see our numbers go up, and Coach Knuckles will work hard at it. He's got a good coaching staff. They're energetic. They'll keep
the other thing I like is, you know, they're doing things like this morning they opened the car doors for the elementary kids in the morning. They had football players down there on Fridays, and the football players are in their jerseys, and those elementary kids are getting out of the cars, and it's just setting that tone of what it's all about is these kids look up to these guys. And you talked about this. You've always said, you know, I think people will look back and say, when we're hoisting a sectional trophy, people will have to remember and go back to these guys. These guys were the guys who built the foundation and started all that, and that's why when those guys do win the sectional, they need to look back and say, well, this goes back to all those guys that laid the foundation of Warrior football. This one's coming back.
There's a bunch of substitutions now. We've pretty much got our JV guys in there right now, and everybody's getting a chance to get on the big field here on a Friday night. So both teams have pretty much made a substitution all the way through.
Yeah. And what I like is look at all our varsity guys just standing right there. None of them over on the bench sitting down. Every one of them is up watching our JV guys, cheering our JV guys on. And that's because these guys are family. I mean, they fight each other, in the right way every day at practice. And they want to see each other succeed, and here they are standing up. It'd be easy to be one of the starters and say, I'm going to go over here and sit on the bench and not care, but every one of them are up on the sidelines right now cheering on these JV guys because they're all one big family. And they are doing a nice job there. And, yeah, we got some new names out there. I don't know who – I'm looking at a number getting up, carried 60? The ball. 60?
Oh, for us on the tackle, sorry. 60 for us. That's
you told me their runner was 60. I'm like,
no.
Looks like a 3, but if it's 60, you did go to the eye doctor today. That was Chris Williams for them. That's a new name.
Noah Losey for us. Noah Losey made the tackle.
A lot of new names coming out there in the last 2 minutes here, so you'll hear those as we talk through this. But it's a great opportunity for these kids. And might mention the JV team the other night had a great win against Southern Wells.
Yeah, they did. They played well.
Nice job. Put together 5 rushing touchdowns. Oh, nice tackle there. That's Mason Davis. He came in from behind. That was number 2, I think. That was Cyberchrist. Soul Cyberchrist. Now, that is a name. And we're almost down under the last minute of this one. So assuming nothing big happens here, this one's going to end at a 58-26 victory for North White. The Vikings will head back to Indiana Beach territory with the win, and they'll move to 5-0 on the season. And I'll probably have nothing but conference games left the rest of the way. So it's a 2-year contract. I do know that. So we will head to their place next year. So that'll be – that was a nice contact made. I'm trying to see who that was up there. Number 65 for us. Made some –
Owen Long in on the tackle there. And
who did we say 60? Was that Elijah Wright?
I think so.
Yeah. We don't have it on the roster, folks, but we're pretty sure that's
we
who
need
it
to update our roster here because I don't know who else was in on that tackle, but I believe it was 85, which we don't have. So
it's going to be complicated getting 35 guys on the roster.
And they don't have to run another play, and I don't believe they will.
No, I think it's how it'll end, and we'll stay with you for a real quick post game, and then we will talk about some of the future things. But just in starting this one off, it obviously by the score it didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but we were dealing with the top rusher in the state of Indiana and a great quarterback, a great football player in Eli Quasbarth, who tonight went over 1,000 yards in just 5 games this season, and he had 5 touchdowns unofficially. And he probably rushed. I'm going to guess he easily got his average of 230 tonight.
Yeah, I would say so. And I think, I'd say he was well over. I'd love to see the stats afterwards to see what he did. And you and I are going to sit up here a lot of times and really want to praise our guys and all the good things they do because it's well deserved. But we just watched a really good football player tonight.
Yeah,
he is a good player.
Yes,
and that's not to take anything away from our guys. That's just sometimes the other team, they're trying too, is like we always like to say. And they did a great job of getting him in the positions. They get him the ball where he can be successful. They run right behind their blockers, but, man, he's a good player. And they're well coached. They don't run anything crazy. They just run a lot of good, really good stuff and basically tell you, hey, you're going to have to stop these guys.
Yeah, and for – our side saw some good things out of all our depth. It was nice to see. I enjoy the fact and the way our coaches handled the situation when they got a bigger lead on us to allow some of our young guys get in and get some snaps. And those guys stepped up, and that's what we've seen all year. That's good to see. It's good to see the rest of the way out. You've seen some good things happening from all these guys. But, here's the key. The key is if you just put both these rosters right here in front of you and put them down on the table, you can look at ours and see that we are going to lose very few players next year.
Right.
And that when we put our players out there right now and we keep talking about the depth, most of our guys are juniors or lower. And that is something to be said when you're going against a team that's undefeated with the best runner in the state of Indiana right now. I thought they put up a good fight, and that's nothing but exciting for the rest of the way this year, and also the rest of the way when you come into next year in the future. We got a bright future in football here.
I thought we saw some nice things from Riker Malk tonight. I thought we saw I think that was the most points we've scored in the game. Yep. So we saw our offense able to move the ball and do. They had their first team defense in until about 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
So. I thought we moved the ball a lot better. We showed some things that we're capable of doing. Sometimes you just have to tip your hat to a team that's got maybe some good players. Some older guys have been through the ringer a few more times than we have, and that's not always a bad thing. It's a learning experience as you go through the season. We've got a lot of games left on our schedule that we can win. If you go look at our schedule, it starts next week at Monroe Central. This is a game, if you look at Monroe Central, we match up very well with them. I think it'll be in the past. We go over there and it'd been a struggle. It'd be tough with a lot of big guys and even some college level players. I think this is a year where we can compete with them, and I think Coach Nuck and the coaching staff will get everybody ready and get everybody on the same page. But I'm with you. I didn't think that this was a negative at all. I thought we saw a lot of positive tonight, and I thought. We saw some things that we can build off of this week at practice.
And next week we head to Monroe Central, and we'll be bringing that one to you. And thankfully, as we've talked about, Mr. Producer will be with us, and he'll be able to handle the camera duty up top. With our remote camera, we don't even have to go out in the elements, hopefully. We never know what we might get on the road, but we'll be bringing it to you. That will be a 7 o'clock start. This
Right.
one was pushed back because of such the travel time with North White, but that'll be a 7 o'clock start here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Once again, can't tell you how important it is for you to subscribe to the network. And if you haven't been able to see, we're bringing you a lot of things throughout the week. We're playing middle school football out here, JV football games. Those are all on. If you didn't get to watch those this week and you heard us talking about it, you can always go back and get those. Those are right there on the Wes-Del Sports Network, and you can watch those over again. The nice thing about the JV and the middle school games is we don't do the play-by-play, so if we irritate you, you don't have to worry about that. We won't be there. It'll be a nice, quiet night for you. You can watch good football and not have to listen to us talk about Indiana Beach and other things. But we do enjoy what we do. We have fun. We hope you enjoy listening, too. We want to say a big shout-out to the sponsors, Dowling Dumpster Rentals, Star Financial Bank, and the Van Mater Reed Realty team for bringing Wes-Del Sports Network to you free. By the way, one of the last remaining free live streaming services of a school, public school district in Indiana. Not all of them are doing that anymore, and we are able to do that because of our sponsors. If you know anybody that wants to be a sponsor, tell them to reach out to Kay Mealy at westdel.org. Hit the subscribe button. For Coach McLaughlin, I'm the superintendent, Kyle Mealy. It's been great being with you tonight. We enjoy our Friday evenings with you, and we'll see you next Friday at Monroe Central for Wes-Del versus Monroe Central at 7 p.m. on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Have a good weekend.